the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial Ballistix.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial, and our apparel partners are none other than 656. We're now jumping back into the fray once again with another brand new day and a fresh new start for this gauntlet. It's going to be none other than your boy Aggressor, joined by the universe himself. We're going to be starting it up all with a bang, and let's head on down over onto today's fixtures, because match number 1 is going to be one for the books, and hey, it's going to be one of your two of your favorite teams, going up against one another. It's going to be none other than Velocity versus FSESPORTS. And Universe, in a way, this matchup may feel one-sided, but I have a feeling that we could be in for a lot of surprises. FS, they've been catching my eye quite a lot, especially with the roster that they have. They have a lot of raw firepower. If they're just able to fine-tune themselves, I believe that even Velocity, they're going to be quick in their moves.
Yeah, I think that FS have been a little bit more, revamped the way that they've got a couple of new players come in. I believe that Dominic is somebody who I think has surprised me and actually has impressed me quite a bit, because the first time I saw him, he played such a great game when he was playing that Astra. Did not know where he came from, did not know what he did before what he, joining this FS lineup. But when he did, my word, the guy completely blew me away, and he was such a great, impactful player for the side of FS. If he's just as good today, we might as well see another performance from the young man against the Titans of Velocity. We can't really forget Velocity, just because of the fact, well, they're Velocity. They're two-time winners of the TC Gauntlet, and they are going to be, possibly looking for their third as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for sure, especially when you consider how Velocity and FS are constantly taking fights against one another. They are a team that know each other's tendencies really well, and they know how to play around one another. But the thing is, FS, there's a squad, they constantly switch it up, and they constantly bring something a little bit more different. And hey, all of these players that we're going to be seeing on our screens right now, they're also going to be bringing something different. So let's head on down over to the Crucial MVP standings and see exactly who've been tearing out the servers a lot, not throughout this series only, but also from the other past seasons. And it feels like Paradox, he's always said that number 1, no one can seem to dethrone this man. That's how good he actually is. But Deadly 10 being on here, Universe, that's the real shining part. Weird X Esports, they have already left a mark with Deadly 10 being on the MVP.
Yeah, that is true. It's showing a lot of different players here, most of whom are Jet players, as you would expect. Deathmaker, last time around, he was there in the first couple of weeks, but then he had to unfortunately take his leave and come back in the form of, playing with the team Velocity. Now that he's here, this time he's going to be playing the full season in all of its glory, and he's going to try to be on top of the MVP standings. Not to forget that we also have a couple of hard hitters here. Paradox has been on an absolute tear, especially the first 2 matches that I watched him play. He was a crazy, crazy guy. Look at his ACS. It's 438. Yeah. I can only hope to get even the first 2 or the last two numbers as even my ACS. But this guy is just gonna put 3 numbers that, to be honest, look really unreal for, an ACS.
The thing is, this guy's only played a couple of games. 2 matches, and this is how strong his start was. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's see how the start is going to be for a lot of these different squads as we head on down over towards the group standings to see exactly what they are going to be fighting for, what are their positions going to be looking like, and how is Velocity shaping up. Velocity, they're going to be on those 2 points. They won out their first match 2-0, nothing to really scoff at. FS, they also were able to win their last game, taking it on as a 2-0 as well. And in this sense, FS versus Salt Esports, it was an interesting matchup, but Salt, they just fell a little bit too short, and FS, they just have much more team play and coordination in their favor. But in the Gauntlet, you need to remember, this is a game of consistency. Winning out one game is not going to guarantee or anything. Throughout the 7 games that you play in the entirety of the group stages, you need to make sure you show consistency winning out on all of your games. And even if you lose out on the entire set, at the bare minimum, get that 1 point because you want to keep yourself in the knurling. That 1 point is just as crucial as any other. So in this sense, Velocity and FS, they're fighting to stay in the game here. And either one of them can lose, hopefully not on a 2-0, because at the bare minimum of 1 point, will make sure they keep themselves on the running for the playoffs.
Yeah, that is true. It's just about how you try and win as many matches as you can. FS have won already, so have Velocity. So this is going to be either of these teams' first loss, considering the fact that FS, well, we've seen them play this tournament before. They've been a team that has been able to hold off relegation, but they haven't really touched the glory of the green mat. You know, there was quite a gap between them and the playoffs positions when it came down to points and wins as well. And Velocity, well, these guys, they won the tournament twice now. They're looking for a hat trick, and they want another spotless, group stage maybe like the first season. Last season, they lost 2 times, by the way. And this time, if they look for another spotless run throughout, you never know how that's gonna go down. It could be on the start with FS being on the way itself. So see how it works out. But I've said it before, Velocity is my favorite team, so I'm gonna be rooting for them today.
Yeah, speaking of Velocity, let's head on down over onto their team intro and see exactly what they're going to be cooking up for us, because these are the Titans, these are the Juggernauts, and these are the Goliaths that are going to be setting foot on the server today. The battlefield has been set for them. They are going to be pumped up and ready for it, because all these guys, when you consider their names, they're household names pretty much, not just in the Valorant scene, but also in every other tactical shooter that we can think of. They know what they're doing. They know that they are the best that our country has to offer, and in that sense, Velocity, they're looking up to be shaping into something a lot more, let's say, dominant than ever before, especially with the recent addition of Deathmaker. He's been slotted into the roster super well. He showcased his potency, and the problems that he had previously about fitting into the roster slowly but surely fixing itself as well. It's like having the feeling of Marzel on your team right at the very beginning when Marzel first joined Velocity. He was having a little bit too much of a problem trying to fit into the roster here and there, but as soon as we swapped him out and put him on that Killjoy, he was able to fit in so nicely, mesh together with the team, and play a very beautiful anchor role. Deathmaker, on the other hand, he's such an aggressive player. He loves to go in for pushes. He loves to take control of the entire server for himself. And Velocity, they're slowly but surely learning how to play around him and play with him as well to enable him to the best of his abilities, and then just let him loose. Just let the dogs out and let him just tear them down piece from piece. And in this sense, Velocity, they're able to do that beautifully. This is a squad that are just going to get stronger and stronger over time. They have limitless potential, especially with the roster that they have as of right now. But hey, as we're talking about the side of Velocity, let's see who's going to have the most limitless potential in comparison to any other as we head on down over to the Ballistic player spotlight for their side and universe. You want to talk us right through the man, the myth, the legend, Deathmaker.
Oh yeah, Deathmaker, definitely one of my favorite players to watch. He's called DM King for a reason. And honestly, I love watching this guy with the operator running in straight, not afraid of any fights. Yeah, he's just as good with rifles as he's good with the operator. His mechanical skill of movement is pretty great. The way he supports his team, he enables himself using his teammates' utility. Deathmaker definitely has, this skill set that a lot of players would long for. He's called one of the best aimers in India for a reason. And, well, he keeps proving it to us every single time we see him on the server. Now, it could be a possibility in this match as well.
Yeah, Deathmaker is one of those players that can just cause you a lot of havoc. You have no idea what you're going up against, especially when there's Deathmaker on the other side of that gun barrel or that other side of that corner. especially when you consider him to be one of the jet players that you can always rely on to be very potent with the operator. He's one of the star operator players of our region, and that's rightfully so. The way he's able to go in for quick scopes, the way he just swings out corners, there are very few people that can pull it off just like Deathmaker can. And he's going to be a pretty massive part of the way that Velocity are going to be trying to win up against the side of FS, because FS in general, they're going to have a pretty rough time, but we're going to be talking more about that as we head on down over onto their player, or over onto their team spotlight, sorry. Because in a way, FS as a squad, they're really good. They're really strong. On paper, their roster is unbeatable, but in a way, they're just not meshing together as a squad. That's one of the biggest gripes that I have about this.
Yeah, FS have kind of been, they've had their roster revamped now, and they've had new additions. And these new additions, to be really honest, have had a pretty great, coalition, at least in the first match that we've seen. And we're gonna just have to wait and watch how more these guys can, put up their potential. One of the players that I've always loved to, I've always loved to watch is Cactus since from the very beginning of when this team was known as Fangs. But right now, I've got my eyes on Dominic and Cortez as well. They've been pretty great. And to be honest, this is a team that I think, could be on the same track as True Rippers, I believe. They open up their potential, they play as good as they can, and they could be on, the road to Tier 1 and possibly challenge the big dogs like True Rippers have, because True Rippers have improved leaps and bounds in the last 1 year that they've been together, and there's no stopping them. And I hope that FS, finds something like that of their own, and there's no stopping them either.
Yeah, FS, they're like the new True Rippers. They're the new kids that are on the block. They're trying to figure everything out here. But when you look at their playstyles, True Rippers, they have refined what they are known for. But FS, they still need to figure out what they are going to be known for. They're really good on the aggressive strategies, but sometimes they just take it all back. They go in for much more slow, methodical based plays. And when you go in for those methodical based plays, it just feels as though these guys don't know exactly what kind of fight they really want to take moving on down the line here. So hopefully throughout this entire gauntlet, they have finally figured everything out. They grow together as a roster even further so they can take their skills, take their individual skills, sorry, and take their coordination to brand new heights moving on down the line. That's what they want to do. But hey, let's see who's going to be the one to coordinate the team as best as they possibly can as we head on down over to the Ballistic player spotlight for FSESPORTS here, ladies and gentlemen. And in this sense, Kohli, I think that there's no other player that you can look to try and coordinate the squad just as much as Kohli.
Yeah, Coley has been, really influential with the way that he plays the initiator role. He's got pretty much, a lot of skills that he has developed in the last couple of months, to be honest, as what I've watched him. His last game was actually pretty good as well. He did not have as many kills as you would expect, but he is a Sova, so he's got the assists, as you can see. And his kill death ratio is still in the positive, so that's a good sign for, something that we can look forward to today as well. Kohli is definitely developing himself as one of the good players in the region and competing with the Sova mains, one of whom is going to be against him today, right to Ace. And yeah, we're going to see how he fares off against him. I'm really excited for this FS team. They are on the cusp of, really good, talented players being good enough to go further and be able to call themselves as Tier 1 players. And yeah, let's see how it all works out. I really hope, FS, I think, is a team that has potential. I'm gonna say it yet again because they are, I think, somebody who can give competition to True Rippers. They are someone who can, reach the heights of, I think, what F1 was, and teams like those, VALOR even, they can reach the height of VALOR, how experienced they are. FS can do that. It's just about a lot more practice, a lot more coalition together, trying to find out what works best for your team. Yeah, so on and so forth. And it starts only by facing off giants like these.
Yeah, this is where it all begins here. If you want to try and take off the gauntlets, you need to be the ones to take down the juggernauts and the titans as well. So let's head on down over to the map video screen and see exactly what the battlefield is going to be looking like for both of these squads. Because in a way, FS, they're very map dependent. If they want to try and get a win against Velocity, they need to pick a proper map. But universe.
Yeah, I know.
First map is Haven.
Yeah.
You picked up Haven against Deathmaker. You better have a incredible plan. You have to have a flawless plan in mind to try and take down the King of Haven himself.
I
FS,
mean,
have you dug your own grave, or are you gonna bamboozle us with the best possible trap to spring on this animal?
Haven is a map where DM, he goes towards A short, you have to be careful. He goes towards A long, you have to be careful. He goes towards C long, you have to be even more careful. He goes towards B, you never know where DM is going to be. That's the problem. And Deathmaker, usually, we see him push towards A long, and he's probably supported by right to ace. The recon comes in, and so that, DM can crawl into that little cubby corner when they're on defense. And yeah, that's pretty much their strategy. They try to leave a Deathmaker alone over there so that the rest of the team can concentrate on B and C because there's 3 sites on this map. And they try to do whatever they can. Right trace rotates back, leaving Deathmaker to fend off alone. Their defense is really that strong that they allow Deathmaker to be there alone because they know he can at least get 1 kill before he fades away. He can get more because, well, that's Deathmaker. And if he does, that's good enough for them. And yeah, now we're just gonna have to wait and see if FS are gonna be able to break that defense because they have chosen this map and Velocity are starting on defense. So really hope FS have an idea because, to be honest, I don't really blame FS. Any map against Velocity is gonna be a problem. Breeze is, you think about Breeze, you have only 2 names up in your head. One of whom is majorly Velocity, other one is Global. But unfortunately, they're not here. So we're going to have to settle with Velocity, probably looking like the kings of this map right now, at least in this tournament. Icebox, yet again, another map, which I'm not quite sure if we're going to see. This looks like a map pool that Velocity will be far too comfortable with. Unless, the only way I honestly believe that FS can win this if they win Haven. Otherwise, there's no chance for them. They need to pull Haven. They need to pull a strong attacking half, at least 7-5, if not 6-6. Because I don't think Velocity is going to let them rest easy. But if they get a 7-5 or 8-4 half even, then FS have a chance at pulling this one back and probably winning map number 1 and seeing map number 3, for the daylight as long as it's there. But if DM opens up his account pretty soon and he's up on over there, Marzel, charging with the Killjoy, Amaterasu, probably, I don't know if he's going to pick up the Phoenix or if he's going to pick up, the Brimstone, whatever he goes for, it's just going to be crazy because these guys, they pick up on Haven in the first couple of rounds. I don't see FS winning this one out.
Yeah, it's just going to end pretty bad. The map of Haven, I don't know what else to say here. It's just really difficult for me to back up the side of FS for picking up this map. If it was Bind, if it was Ascend, I would say that, yeah, for sure, FS, they have a chance. I know for a fact what FS are capable of on every other map. But to pick up Haven against Velocity, I do not see any form of justification. Is it a foolhardy confidence that they have on their side, being like, hey, we can take out the Kings of Haven. We can take them out in a matter of seconds. We don't have anything to worry about here. Or do they just want to dig their own grave and just give away map number 1? It's going to be the real question. Maybe it's all going to be answered here on the Agent Select screen, ladies and gentlemen, because they need to pick up something incredible. Otherwise, it just won't work. It's because it's Deathmaker on one side, Amaterasu on a breach. I don't know, man. This is already a nightmare for me in general.
You know what I really consider is that Breach, yeah, definitely, the flashes of Breach, I think, are more, not dynamic. I would say they're more not dodgeable. I would say they're not dodgeable,
it's
just
harder.
because of it's harder to dodge Breach's flash than it is to dodge Sky, because Sky's flash, you spot it coming, you can hear it coming, and you can just, turn your head away. But that's the thing about this agent, right? The Breach has got those earthquake, causing potential abilities that can pretty much dismantle your entire, setup of defense or attack even. And to be honest, sometimes I would just go on to say that given any map, I would always prefer to see a Sky just because it has healing as well as Sky, flashing potential as information is also top notch. And just as I say it, Right Trace locks it in, and it's gonna be double initiator against double duelist, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a Phoenix on the other side of things. We've got Dominic on the Astra. We've got Coley on the Sova. And the last man is going to be a Cypher against a Killjoy. So there's a lot of differences in these agents that we're seeing. The only common one that I can see is the Astra and the Jet. Everything else is just a difference. We have a Breach, we have a Sky, we have a Phoenix, we have a lot of flashers here, but more on the side of Velocity than on the side of FS. So I don't know how that's going to affect the game, but I do believe that Velocity are a lot more comfortable with flashes than FS are, clearly, because Cortez, he can be setting only himself up for success, I believe, with the flashes he's got. And the absence of a Sky, I'm not quite sure if that's going to be something that, you know, they would be looking forward to, because the Sova can be, you know, the god of information, but I'm not quite sure if he's going to be the god of allowing them to set up kills.
At this point, how are they going to be making it all down? How are they going to be the ones to bring it all back into their favor is the real question. But I guess with the composition that FS are running, things can be looking up for them. You know for a fact that this is a very Haven-based composition. This composition purely, and I mean purely, is just, it screams Haven. But the thing is, they're still not in the best of places to make this one work out for them. Yeah, it's a very good competition, but it's gonna be bad. Cortez, he gets a little bit of a love tap from Hellfighter. Hellfighter's like, yo, let me just kiss you on the cheek for a second. It's amount to 15 HP.
Oh, Hellf, okay.
Okay. You gotta dink onto one guy, and then you gotta dink onto another guy, and you killed him through a smoke. Come on, Deathmaker, just walk away. No, Deathmaker, don't go there. No, just walk away slowly. Yeah, just go back. You did your job. 2 versus 5, sorry. Sorry, 3 versus 5. What am I saying? 3 versus 5. Deathmaker's gotten into my head. I can't even speak properly. This guy, whenever I watch him on Haven, he just swings corner that gives you a heart attack.
Okay, Coley pushing up towards mid where Marzel's waiting for him. Almost. Okay, he does tug him down. It's almost a headshot. He's got a Matarasa to support, and oh yeah, it was through the wall, yeah, my bad. And now here comes a flash from the big man himself. The metallic arms is supported by the woman from the jungle, and it's gonna be Velocity to win out. I mean, she's got a dog, she's got birds, she's got bloody cabbages for, you know, those seekers. It's more likely that Sky lives in the jungle, right? She's got the animals, she's got the flora and the fauna that help her out, right?
You're the Lion King song in the background. Okay, no, let's not do it here today.
I was kidding. I love me some Lion King. Simba's like my guy. If you look at it, Amaterasu, he's playing Breach, and Breach's face kind of looks like Simba, considering his beard and his hair and.
Now I know what you do on your free time.
No, you don't. No, there's a lot worse things. But right now, okay, FS are looking to cause something worse for Velocity as they're running towards Garage, which is left completely empty, by the way. And Amaterasu is going to be the first one to defend it, but he's not able to. And Marzo, with a perfect crossfire with Hellf, is going to be able to easily neutralize this attack, as B2 has been left all alone. Amaterasu was the first casualty, but he was the only casualty as well so far. Unless B2 can find another head, which he's looking for. He found the head, but it's not going to be a kill, unfortunately, because of the weapon that he's wielding. And he's got Marzo running in this direction. It's going to be a 4K thanks to that crossfire that these guys set up for Marzo. And it's going to be 2-0 for Velocity early on.
That was a beautiful start for them. 2-0 on the scorecard here, ladies and gentlemen. That's how the ball rolls in your court from time to time. But at the same time, Universe, you cannot get way too comfortable here. It's only a 2-0. You only want the piss around and the anti-ego. Now is where the real fun begins. FS, they have guns in their hands. Are they going to be able to do something with it, though? It's all up to them. If they try to go in for an A-side execution, I personally do believe that it can work out for them, but still, it's going to be quite difficult. Because Velocity, they are going in for a full-on bonus, but when they're playing on a bonus, they are super aggressive on every single sideline. They will pincer you down from multiple different sidelines and then hold it down for you. And I like this position from right to ace. He's playing it super defensively, but he's playing it in such a way that will allow him to survive. But right to ace, he only just has a Marshall and a Ghost to work with. He's trying to hold down the fort for as long as he possibly can, but it's just not going to happen, especially against a player like Cactus.
Oh, right to ace. Cortez just going to get an easy 3-man spray down. B2 struggles with finding Deathmaker. And he's going to pick up that Vandal so that he can have something better to fight off with. 4 players in front of him. And 3 of them converging right now. Not going to be able to find a headshot onto the second. It's going to be Coley taken down as FS respond back in their first buy round.
he got that knife on his hands. Hey, the Genji fields are gonna be nice from inside. And that's exactly what I meant. When it comes down to the buy rounds, FS, they're completely different. You cannot count them out just because you saw a pistol round getting lost from them as in a flawless fashion. Now that they have their mojo back, now that they had the first round on their board, they cannot get overly confident though. That is very crucial because look at Deathmaker. You see what's in his hand. And hey, he's looking to tear someone up.
Oh yeah, he's denied to push in for now because of the recon. Waiting for it to go away as he can't peek in. Cactus needs to be careful. If he peeks on a little too aggressively, he could be punished for it. While the rest of FS are actually moving on towards mid garage and C. The drone sent in from Kohli's actually covered up a lot of ground. And right Twice is just gonna take out that wire with a simple jump.
He should not have taken that actually. He could have just walked under it. Like that would have been a play, but right Twice just didn't want to.
Alright. Here we go. B side looking off attraction right now. Spot of attraction for FS. Here they go. Cortez running in with the ultimate. Run it back. Entire side cleaned up thanks to the recon and his ultimate. But Cortez has no idea where the players of Velocity are. And he's gonna go. He's gonna dissipate back as Right Race has pushed up. Along with Deathmaker towards the backline. And here comes a retake of 5v5.
Oh, they're gonna be going in for it right to Ace. It's all up to you, my man. He just need one kill, just one. Try and survive here. Vampira's gonna be swinging out. He's not gonna be able to get that kill, but it's completely fine. And that he's Deathmaker. He's trying to hold down the 4 shots. Are gonna be clean from the side of Amaterasu as well. 2 versus 3 situation. Cole is gonna be good for 1 kill. Cole is not gonna be good for a second one though. Instead, it's gonna be Cactus being the one to shut down Amaterasu. And Cactus, he's on full HP. Right to Ace, he has nothing to work with. Low HP, he doesn't know where to look. He doesn't know where to look left. Does he look right? No, it's gonna be Cactus instead being the boogeyman to shut him on down. 2-2 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen, and FS, they're now back into the game once again. Beautifully done from their side to take away the operator as well. And now without an operator, Velocity there, gonna get forced onto an eco. And with this round, this will give FS the breathing room that they need. Not just in terms of rounds, but also in the terms of their economy.
Turret out.
Yeah. Velocity, now forced to a couple of sheriffs, are looking to push towards Garage and A. Amaterasu with the fault line could be a little bit of a trouble for the attacking side. A flash goes in from Right to Ace as well, but he doesn't really find anybody. Now he might just that concuss. Gonna probably get him a bit, but he's gonna be running over to safety. Velocity have pushed up Marcel towards mid, so they know it's not gonna be mid, it's definitely A. And you can see them rotating. Right to Ace and Deathmaker. Need to be careful. Deathmaker finds one. Look for a second. Dashes away. Pulls out his knives at the really most unfortunate spot he possibly could. Kohli takes down 2, but Velocity are still out of this. B2 finds Marcel on the backstab. But still, damage has been done here, Aggressive.
Right there.
That was a very questionable dash. Deathmaker, I thought he was dash forward straight through the flame wall because Amaterasu was holding it. That would have been a round that they would have won, but I would say Deathmaker, really nice try. In the heat of the moment, we sometimes are going to panic, we sometimes are going to make those mistakes, but in a way, I would say a very successful Eagle round. They couldn't even get the plan down. So, in the long run, I would say a really good Eagle round. Just move on forward onto that buy round, make things work out for you. But the thing that is going to hurt them the most is Deathmaker using the Blade Storm. Yeah, he was not able to do anything with it, but he still activated it, so
I
back
think
down to the 0.
if he had not dashed away and just activated it right there, he would have probably had more value. Probably another kill.
Yeah, panic with a capital K. It happens to all of us.
Yep, panic. With
It happened to you when we were doing the 1v1 as well.
Yeah, let's not.
I will always remember that spray.
No, you're not gonna remember anything. The only thing we're gonna remember is that how I was tired. Okay.
Yeah, surely.
I was tired. Let's just move on from it. Right now, Velocity, they don't look like they're tired, although they've given away their lead. 3 rounds in a row for FS. Deathmaker, oh, he's getting tired of waiting around, and he's moving up. Oh, he could be finding one kill. He spots one, but he's been spotted as well. Yeah, immediately running away. They don't even want anything to do with this man right here. And they're just running to C as fast as they can. Helef, he listens to all of the sound towards mid. And he's got a player right above over there. Almost giving away his life. The gun barrel was seen, but B2 is on the other end, gonna find Deathmaker's kill pretty easily. And now they're running in towards A. where Deathmaker has given away the side only to right to ace, and he's the last man standing. B, completely open, and FS have 2 avenues to explore now.
My God, look at
30
this
seconds left.
Cactus. He's in the most beautiful position that you can hope for, but at the same time, right to ace, it's all up to you, my man. You need to hold this side for as long as you possibly can. If right to ace dies here, it's already done. It's already done. It does the right to ace. Just one more kill. He's not gonna be able to get it. Cactus is gonna be able to shut down Marzel as well. Things are falling apart for Velocity right here and right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Spike planted.
Hellfighter and Amaterasu, there's no way they're gonna be able to get this. Maybe just one kill onto the face of Cactus, but that's it. There's nothing more.
Oh, they're letting him stay. Cactus needs to pull out now. He is gonna come out of his hole, and he's gonna get this 3K. 2-4. FS are gaining control over here, ladies and gentlemen. Velocity not looking like themselves after winning the first 2.
This goes to show that it's really important to have the ball rolling in your court, in the sense that, yeah, playing for map control is good, but going overly aggressive will end up to be something that you don't really expect. Especially when Deathmaker is going in for the same push over and over and over again. Yes, I understand. You have the best aim in the entire thing. But that doesn't mean that you can go in for pushes like this all the time and your opponent is not gonna understand what to do against you. So in this situation, that's exactly what's happening. Cactus, he's just playing a little bit of a mind game here in this round. Now Deathmaker, he's going for a couple of pop shots, but that goes poor old Cortez. If he got dinged through that once again, I actually would have felt really bad for him.
Okay. We have the store FS. Yet again, they're exploring this mid and C region. They're not really going towards A. Cortez fired off a couple of blank bullets where Deathmaker is sitting. That is the C site. As VLT yet again on an eco. Looking to not concede round number 5, but at this point it's customary that they give it away. FS slowly creeping in towards A now. They've given away all the sound cues that they could. Utility being dropped down as well. Now right to Ace. Although he's got information that there's players towards A long. A short is being defended tight. That recon not gonna help much. It's not gonna help anybody. Marzo will find one. Take the second. Beautiful shot in. But he's blinded by his own teammate's flash. Amaterasu will get one himself. And still a 2v2 as Velocity are actually making these ecos work. Ecos are where they're actually giving a lot more damage than the Byron somehow right now.
Hey, the eco gods for a reason. These guys, when they have those pistols in their hand, they're gonna be able to spot out one more! Oh my god, Dominic! He doesn't fully cover himself! This is gonna end so badly. Dashes are gonna be coming out as well. They're gonna be going around. Deathmaker's played with fire. He should be able to make himself up a gun.
Oh, there's no time.
Oh, this
Are
is
you
what
kidding
was
me?
planning. I didn't even notice it. I actually didn't notice the fact that B2 didn't have enough time. I thought that B2 was just gonna get a flank. I was so fixated on the fact that Deathmaker is gonna be able to push up, possibly go in for a kill, but Deathmaker just used himself as a human flash to hold down the fort. An absolute big brain gameplay coming on down through from the side of Deathmaker, understanding that, hey, I don't need to get a kill, I just need to waste the time. The way that Velocity won this Thrifty round just goes to show that you cannot count out these high caliber teams even when they don't have guns in their hands. They're a completely different beast.
Velocity somehow pulled that one out. Deathmaker, the presence of mind to tell his teammate to stay back so that he can just go and distract himself. He doesn't need both of them to die. And B2 just had to give away his plan. And here, Deathmaker! This time his operator sings. And this time he's not going to miss. The first kill comes out from the big Jetman himself, and now Helaf yet again towards his garage position is looking for ground to play, but takes out the camera. Gets away to safety. FS need to be careful. Amaterasu again towards B. He's waiting for them to cross into the site. Coley peeks in his general direction, but finds no one. So they're really careful, FS. I love that they're playing so cautiously. They're giving the respect that VLT deserve. But sometimes too much respect can also be a thing, right?
Yeah, I always talk about this as well. Too much respect will end up with you losing out on map control, losing out on different avenues that you can fight for. There's too many things that you can lose out on. especially when you're showing too much respect. But in this sense, showing respect to Velocity, it's not really a bad thing. But
30 seconds left.
B2 could just be on the receiving end of a lot of damage, and a couple of players' sunglasses as well could be required. First initial shot has been taken. That's gonna be a beautiful one kill, but he's not gonna be able to get a second. Hello, Cactus! He missed out on this shot.
What?
Cactus!
A back turned right to ace. You could not have got that on a platter
10
made
seconds
of
left.
Listen,
diamond.
listen.
That was given to him on the platter made on the item vibranium, but he still couldn't finish it off.
Listen. Sometimes the back of sky can be really beautiful. You can get distracted. You just don't want to shoot it.
No, you did not just say, yeah, no. Somebody, okay. I'm gonna start a petition for Grayson to get out of here. Who wants to sign it? Who wants to sign it?
No. I'm gonna stay here just because,
The back of sky is too beautiful and he got distracted.
Hey,
Come
I'm just
on.
trying to sing Cactus's thoughts. Like, there's no way Cactus can miss that. It's Cactus.
Because he's a cactus.
Turret out.
Okay, time for you to get out of here as well.
Alright, I mean, fair enough, I guess. But right now, Velocity have got back in the game, and Deathmaker going for the... Okay!
Okay, Deathmaker.
Deathmaker! Crazy shot! Flick of the wrist that almost broke my arm, to be honest. Now he's holding down another close angle, expecting somebody to come through. But here comes the Hunter's Fury from Kohli, and he might just find him at the Rasu, but he's only gonna get a tag on him. Deathmaker, yet again, going aggressive. Cactus already found a kill, looking for a second. He's tagged on him at the Rasu low. B2 finds Deathmaker coming aggressively. And here comes the neural theft. FS will have the advantage of men, but what they don't have is map control, which they will get right now. Amaterasu is trying to not let them have it as strongly as he can, but it's only for so long that his utility is going to work. Amaterasu jumps out in the open, detected, completely denied, and 3 men are going to be more than enough for what Right to Ace is going to see his death coming from.
Deathmaker, he got a pretty strong start, but it's just not enough. It felt as though FS, they knew the game plan. They knew exactly how to push themselves forward and just rush down the fort as fast as they possibly can. This is the beauty of FS here, ladies and gentlemen. When they do hit, they hit like a truck, and they're not going to be missing a single shot. And in this sense, 4 and 5 on the scorecard, it's not really surprising the way that they're able to get this much value, but they need to be careful because with the lockdown in the hands of Marcel, if they wait for too long, if they wait for the last 30 seconds, it could end to be a disaster. And you know what happens. If there's a killjoy on the enemy team, and if you wait until the last 30 seconds, there's no way you're going to be able to get that spike plant down and survive it. And Cortez, he knows. He's popping that run it back, and he's going to force his way into this site.
Alright, Marcel's getting ready for his ultimate now. Throws it down. The lockdown comes into place, and now, although the plant is going to go down from Dominic's hands, some players might just get... Oh, look at this! I love it. They're going straight for it. B2, although he's going to find Amaterasu, 2 players have actually been detained. FS are in the tough spot, but they're still going for it. Cortez finds a flash coming in, but he doesn't know that there's a player right around the corner. What a beautiful retake from Velocity. Hands down. Such a tight hold. And even though they're just going to lose 2 players, it's still okay because they've got round number 5 on the board. It's really neck and neck at this point.
This is where the real fun is about to start as well, ladies and gentlemen. Because on this 5 and 5 scoreline, you know for a fact that Velocity is going to be something much more different. Because when their backs are against the wall, especially when they're on the defensive side, they should be the ones to take it all back, take it down to that 7 and 5 scoreline. But the thing is, Universe, we were not expecting a 7 and 5 to come through. We thought that this would be a lot more one-sided going in the favor of Velocity, but that's not the case here. FS, they're trading blow for blow. And in that sense, this composition that they're running is working out really well. But Universe, I'm gonna ask you this. Do you believe that this is because of them, because of Velocity, sorry, making a lot more mistakes? It feels like that.
Oh boy, Amaterasu actually gets
wait, how did Kohli die? How did Kohli
I
die?
have no idea, but he got 2. Right away finds another, and he's done enough. Versus 2 now, Dominic. He's the head of Amaterasu, trying to spray down through the radiant boxes, but nothing's going to affect him for now. Marcel covering up for his IGL right around the corner. Be careful, LF is here as well. Velocity have deployed 3 of their men towards A, knowing that they are around here. FS Amaterasu finds a third of the round. And B2, they know he's lurking around in this smoke. He knows there's one coming in the backstab as well at this point. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Just about
30
time that
seconds
he's
left.
fed his death to his face. Okay, 1 kill. Second one? No, it's gonna be the turret. Mars still playing around with his food, and he's gonna let his turret get the kill. 6v5 as we say
before
it.
the switch.
This is where the backs of FS are just not in a pretty good spot of their own because
Really? I thought you liked the back of the right to ace.
no, I didn't mean it like that. Oh my god, universe.
Uh-huh. Sure
Yeah,
you did
but-
it.
Sure, I did it. But hey, we're talking about the scoreboard now. We're not talking about that. Looking at the scorecards already, you can see that Marzel, he's in the charts, but in a way, both of these squads are evenly matched. 10 kills on the first, 7 deaths, 8 and 9, 8 versus 9, 7 versus 6, and everyone from the side of Velocity are showing up, and so are the side of FS. Yeah, Cortez, he's been having a pretty rough time of his own, but in a way, he's doing his job. He's getting the entries, but it feels like FS, they're trying to force the issue a little bit too much. What is really happening? Deathmaker just pops a person in the forehead. That's how you make it work. That's how you make the ball roll on your side. But hey, 75 on the scorecard is pretty much done and dusted, possibly. Oh my god, they missed the shots, but still Deathmaker's not going to investigate anything more than that. 3 versus 1 on the map here. V2 versus the entire world. He's the one swinging out. He's the one swatting out on one of the players, but V2 just walk away. Try to do a boot dance to the side, just try and find something, but even Michael Jackson dance is not getting saving you from that to pieces. Crossing. With that, that's another round on the board. 75 on the scorecards now, ladies and gentlemen, for Velocity. Velocity, I think that they're back. And FS, they're on the receiving end of Velocity's round.
Yeah, they are on the receiving end, at least for the last couple of rounds. Velocity won 4 in a row to bring it back to 7. Now we have them in the attacking half looking to dismantle the FS defense, which, by the way, is not going to be that potent given that we've got 2 flashers on the attacking side. So it's going to be flash from Breach, flash from Sky, flash from Breach yet again, flash from Sky yet again. And even if that's not enough, they're going to combine that flash with a concuss from Breach and then a concuss from Astra. And then there's, you know, a lot of utility here that Velocity can use. Starting itself, they're going to throw in a couple of, you know, baiting out utility on both sides towards A and towards C. Right away, spots out one player at least. Now Velocity are treading towards B, but look at Cortez. Oh, his position's pretty great. He's gonna get caught up by that alarm bot though, but still, it's gonna be okay.
Marzel trying to become an entry fragger killjoy in this game, seemingly it's gonna get taken down pretty quickly. But oh my god, Cactus, he's gonna be able to survive that, but Deathmaker's gonna be the one to go in for that immediate trade, but still it's not gonna be a 1-for-1 trade, make it a... Yeah, that now it's a 1-for-1 trade. 2 versus 2 situation. Let me speak for a second, goddammit. They're not even gonna let me that. And Moderasu gets another name from the silence. B2's gonna be the one to shut down Hellfighter. Moderasu, he has nowhere to run, he has nowhere to hide. B2's gonna be the one to swing out and just slap him in the face with a shot from that ghost. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is 7-6 on the scorecards. The round just started and it's already done and dusted. I believe as though Velocity, they're not taking it a little bit too slowly, just cost them this round here, Universe. If they just took it a second more, like if they just took a couple of seconds more to think about a plan, this round would have been theirs.
Yep, I mean, I really think that that pistol round could have gone differently. I always remember watching Velocity go towards that C side usually when it comes to the pistol. They have a, you know, this set routine. They throw in utility at A, they throw in utility towards Garage, and then they go towards C. But this time, went towards B. Still, it's okay, though. Now they're going towards C. Flashes, behind fault line, and behind players. Another flash comes in, dominates in the smoke, playing around by his lonesome. B2 comes out, gets another. Right to Ace is going to be the first one to trade off. It's going to be a 3v4. Velocity still in the lower end of the trenches here. We're gonna hope that LF probably finds some success. He's still towards mid, and FS should have an idea of this. As he's coming in towards Garage. Cactus gonna pop out, find both of them.
That's beautiful.
And now LF has been left all alone behind the tripwire that he can do nothing about. looking for a kill, hoping that somebody just pops in front of his screen and in front of his crosshair. Finds one
that's a
head,
nice
but he
shot.
can do nothing about the defuse. It's gonna be another round as FS put up number 7 on the board, and we're back on level terms yet again, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I would have done in that situation? I would have told B2 and Coley that, boys, let's just run away. We're gonna let him live. And then Hellfighter's gonna frantically run around trying to get himself killed, but he's not gonna get killed, and he's only gonna get 1,000 credits. That's gonna hurt his economy massively when it comes down to the following rounds as well. So in that sense, I guess I'm just saying tomato, tomato, potato, potato. So in that sense, like, it's fine, but you know, the overarching thing really does matter from time to time as well. But the other problem right now is that Velocity, they went in for a force fight during that last round. And they lost it out, they got the spike plan down, but they're not in any position to brag about that. They need to find something here. They need to get at the bare minimum of 3 kills. If they don't get the 3 kills, it's gonna be bad! Oh my god, Cortez!
Beautiful
Coley,
use of
you needed to
utility
come in the
here.
backup. Where was Coley?
I think because of the flash, he ran away because he too was blinded. Now Velocity has something to work with. Thrifty rounds are somewhat their specialty at this point. They've been on 4 of them. 2 of them, all of them are actually given damage. And this being the 4th one, they've already inflicted some. Marcel flick onto the head of B2, and B2 gets absolutely destroyed. And now FS.
My wrist right now, dude. Someone massage Marcel's wrist because I need to massage mine because even my wrist is hurted for that one.
Everybody's wrist needs a massage at this point, but Coley's doesn't. He's holding on to his. He gets 1 kill. Running back. Deathmaker is going to find a jumping Coley, but he's not going to be able to find Cactus. Still sitting in the smoke, still on the side, looking for more kills, but it's going to be Marzo. Velocity. What a beautiful round from them. Patience pays off dividends. And this team has pulled off an amazing Thrifty if they execute it, unless Dominic has something to say about it. His first target is going to be Marzo. Oh, there it is. Easy pickings for him. Now they know where he is. He's going to be blinded as well. Helef has a good weapon to work with, and it is the Phantom, which was body by Cactus, and Right to Ace is going to let him play on the back of his peak. It's up to Helef now. He listens to the sounds, looking in the right direction, and he gets the head. Dominic, nice try by him, but it's going to be Helef to shut it down. 8-7, and another Thrifty going in the favor of Velocity.
Beautiful positioning from Hellfighter in that situation. Understanding that, hey, I'm going to let Right to Ace take all of the advantages. I'm not even going to be peeking for even a second. He's going to start second-guessing himself. He doesn't know where I am, because if I was going to go and trade him, I would have traded him immediately from the backup side, making absolutely no noise. And this is the kind of play that you would expect from a high-caliber team as Velocity. They know how to spread themselves out. They know how to bait their opposition into getting a false sense of security before they swing out, and they just steal that candy from play. And now in this situation though, FS getting a little bit dicey on their own accord. Wanted to go in for a full-scale rush from that A-long sideline, but still A short. It's gonna be completely open for them. Real estate is there, but thing is, this is a 3-sack on A. They're walking into a death trap, into the awaiting arms of one of the players. Shots are gonna be taken, swings are gonna be taken out as well, but
oh no!
Cortez!
He could have caused a lot more damage, but unfortunately he got taken out pretty easily. B2 jumping straight down to his death, and Mataras is gonna give it to him pretty convincingly. And Deathmaker to find the last kill. I really don't know how Deathmaker survived that. He dashed into his smoke. He got like 2 players spamming down into it.
Cortez,
And he was saved. Yeah, he was saved, to be honest. He was saved by his teammates. Coley in that corner had to focus on 2 different directions. One, if he had to kill Deathmaker, or he had to look towards A-Long. And the A-Long players, Marzo came in and he got the first pick onto him. And now FS, they've got a buy. But it is a desperate buy. It is a full buy, but it is going to be desperate for them to win this round, Aggressive, just because of the fact that their economy is in shambles. So if they lose out even 1 player, reinvesting is still going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those interesting facts here, because FS, they're crumbling under the pressure, and it's giving Velocity the chance that they need to bring everything back onto their own court. Because just think of it like this. They're pushing the corners, they're able to hold down the 4B as well, but FS, they're getting the fights, but they're missing the shots, and I feel as though the nerves are acting up way too much. These are the type of situations where you need to take a pause, Universe. This is what I always say as well. If the nerves are acting too much, if you guys are losing out on every single one of your gunfights, just take a pause, take a breather. That's what the pauses are there for. You do not need to use those pauses to strategize on what you want to do next. Just relax, lean back.
Look at this. Look at this aggressive. Right away, throws in his Seekers, and now they know that there's actually nobody towards A. And even if they are, they're really far behind. And Velocity are playing this A side execute to perfection. The rotations had been called in, but I think it's a little too late now, FS. Velocity are going to be taking control of the side. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
30 seconds left.
As no matter what they do, this plan is going to go down. And here comes the ultimate though. Cortez jumping straight in. Actually going to find him at the Rasu. And he's done more than enough. 5 versus 4. Here we go.
This is where the real fun begins, but still 3 versus 4 on the map. The shots are going to be taken as well. A lot of damage being done. Cortez gets spotted out though. This is going to hurt him.
Get out of my
20
way.
HP, he needs to heal himself, but he can't even do that. There's too much angles to consider, too many fights to take. Deathmaker wants to go in for a kill with those knives, but the knives are not gonna be true here. Right to Ace getting burned to a crisp. Where does he look? Does he look left? Does he look right? It's gonna be good for 2 kills, but he's not gonna be good for anything more than that. And finally, FS, together as a squad, they bring it on back for themselves, holding down the fort here. And they're going to be going in for the defuse. B2 is going to be able to pick up the operator as well for his buddy Cactus. And with that, that's 9-8 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen. And FS, slowly but surely, they're bringing themselves back into the game, but they need to pick themselves up immediately, especially Cortez. Cortez has been having such a rough game on that Phoenix. Yes, he's getting the entries, but he needs to make sure that he's doing a lot in the terms of the kills as well. So in that sense, Phoenix, he's doing his job, but he can do so much more, especially when you consider how much talent he has as a player.
Well, certainly. Velocity have another buy though, so they're going to be pretty comfortable. As they moving towards mid yet again. That flash not going to reveal anybody as Hell F. Yeah, he's just going to walk straight into his death. Now they're going to be forced to play without smokes. Velocity need to be really careful now. All 4 of them outside this garage area. Right to Ace is going to spot out that tripwire, going to take it out, and he's going to get taken out himself if he's not careful. B2, okay, that was a weird burst spray that came down a couple of times.
Out of control. It's a vandal spray, what do you expect?
I mean, fair enough. I had experience of it earlier today, but that's okay.
Earlier
Marzo.
today, he says.
Yeah, earlier today. Marzo throws in that ultimate, and now the fault line gets 1. Here comes the Rolling Thunder as well. Dominic's actually gonna fight you! How did he get that? Cortez finds another! And
oh my God,
looking in the right direction is gonna give FS the 9th round. Velocity, what the hell happened? How did you do that, Dominic?
Dominic just was tucked into a corner, and you know for a fact that the Breach Ultimate not being a cone anymore has a massive gap in the front. That's why the cone ultimate was actually a pretty powerful one, but at the same time, this one has its own uses. You need to be very careful of how you use that ultimate and how far away you are from the corners you really want to clear. Dominic just being able to tuck himself into a corner where the Breach ultimate is not going to be affecting him just ended up costing them so much here, ladies and gentlemen. FS, they're going to be able to take the 9th round for themselves. It's even Stevens once again, and it feels like the Kings of Haven could just get taken out here because FS, their strategic prowess and the way that they're able to punish every single mistake being made by Velocity, it's what's giving them a lot of the rounds here. Velocity, they're making mistakes. There's not really a lot of flawless play happening, but the fact that FS is able to completely nullify any possibility of them coming back from those mistakes is what's allowing them to win out here.
Right to Ace. Needs to be a little careful. Coley listens to that turret being... Yeah, he's just going to take it down pretty easy. So that's going to be nothing holding down as a 6th man for them. Marzel walks in, almost finds a kill. Spraying down with the Sheriff, and Right to Ace doing the same as well. Recon back alive, not going to give too much out, but the side of FS do know that Velocity are all over this place right now. They're running in towards B, 3 of them actually, while 2 of them are towards A. Cactus finds one. It's gonna be Coley and Cortez to add on as well. Amaterasu, some sort of two-part. They're gonna find the A side, but B2's heard them.
Oh, he just knows.
waiting. Yeah, he knows. He's just gonna wait on top of that box. Gets down, goes for Deathmaker, finds Deathmaker.
Ooh.
Number 10 for FS, and ladies and gentlemen, things are looking up for them.
They have a possibility of taking map number 1 away, and if they do, Universe, I'm gonna eat all of my words, and I'm just gonna take it. You can say whatever you want, because if FS are able to take this, if they're able to take down Velocity on this map, it's gonna be nothing short of. And they deserve it as well. After watching every single round that they have been playing FS, they upped their game immediately. They understood what Velocity were trying to employ, and the way that they're able to take away a lot of these rounds is what's really surprising me. The adaptability as well from their side. It's what's giving them the chance here to bring it all back. But now it's going to be a fast execution coming on down through from the back end. Deathmaker's not clearing out the corners. Dominic, he's just waited up there. Deathmaker's going to be good for 1. Immediately gets traded out by B2. They don't know where Dominic is. Dominic's going to be good for 1 kill. He's going to be holding down the corner. No one can clear it properly. But that cabbage, sorry, I mean the Sky Seeker, is going to be the thing that blocks his vision. And with that, they should be able to find something out here. 3 versus 3 situation on the map. By 2A super low on HP. They still need to go in for the plan though. And this post-line position could just work out. But look at that cheeky position for Cactus. Cactus, you're one cheeky bugger. If you get a kill from this, that's going to be insane.
Oh, he's been spotted out. Now he needs to get off that position because nobody's going to be peeking him here. Cortez towards defender side lane. He's ready for his flash, and Helev's holding down this corner. Oh boy, right to waist. Could be in a good position, and he will be. Gets a kill. Helev finds one, and right to waist cleans it up. Velocity are going nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. They might have let Dominic get away with a couple of cheeky positional frags. Maybe him staying alive for far too long of a time. The Velocity take care of him. It's gonna be 10-10 now. And to be honest, FS are actually giving Velocity a run for their money. Look at Cactus. He's on 21 frags. He's on the top of the server more than anybody in Velocity or on his team. And he's having a great time.
Cactus is an aim star for a reason. Whenever we look at Cactus, it's just one of those players that you can absolutely count on to tear down the entire server. Yeah, he has a couple of whips here and there. We're not talking about a certain whip that happened a couple of rounds ago, but on this 10-10 scoreline, he is one of the main reasons why they're able to hold down their defense and hold down their attack so beautifully. But Cortez, Cortez, he's feeding so much information. He has every single audio tuned in on where his opposition is going to be holding. Hellfighter, you're walking into your own death trap if you're not careful. Cactus is going to be good for that first initial kill. Cactus is looking for a couple of more, but Cactus, be careful what's in front of you, not just behind you here.
Look at this cam, B2! Oh my god.
That camera is just so beautiful. Deathmaker gets caught out as well, but he's still gonna be able to get himself onto his side at the bare minimum. B2 gets caught out with his pants down for just a second, and it's gonna be Amonrasu instead being able to get that shot of Cactus. He's looking for one more kill. He does have the play strong, but with the Astral Divide still available in the hands of the Astra, things will be looking good for them. Cactus misses one shot, but it's completely fine. No, it's not fine. But look who's behind them. Cortez, he's on that flag. He's gonna be good for one kill, but he's not gonna be good for anything more than that 2 versus 2 situation on the map. And even though it was a first 2 initial kill on the side of Cactus, it just wasn't enough. Cole's gonna be the one to shut down another, but Dominic still alive. He's gonna be the one to take down Amaterasu. I thought that Amaterasu was gonna be able to hit that shot, but Dominic got the better of him, and they also get the operator to boot. What just happened here? You failed. B2, you got the most sneakiest cam in the entire world. This guy is just the best cipher that you can hope for.
Wow. FS.
Security camera.
Yeah, the security camera, CCTV footage of everything that's happening onto A short. The placement of the camera, nobody even noticed it. B2 just kept it alive for as long as possible to get as much information as he could. Now, we've got Velocity on a really desperate buy. 2 Spectres amongst rifles, and it's going to be difficult for them, to be honest. They really need to win this round if they hope to win Haven. One player has actually been spotted out, but look at this Cactus! Under you, no! Marcel gets an easy kill, Deathmaker gets another! And the A side blown apart to pieces in a couple of seconds. It's open for business, and Velocity are here to show them what they've got.
It's all about the team. They're just going, they're taking fights, they're just popping heads, they're just doing Velocity things. They're back once again with the fast A-side executions. They have the site, and this situation is just about to cut the losses and just run on away. Good hot hands usage. Gets a little bit of chip damage, but that's all that they're gonna get. They're not going in for an execution. They don't know what to expect. Even the arrow was not as good as we would have hoped for, and now FS, they're just looking to deal as much damage as they possibly can. Save those guns, save it for another rainy day, because they still have enough to go in for buys, yes, but saving those guns is just a little bit more important.
Yep. Another save. I mean, not another save, at least the first save I think I've seen in the longest time in this match. 11 to 11. They're going toe-to-toe on this map. It looks like they knew what they were talking about, thinking about, or deciding about FS when they chose Haven. Now, Velocity need to be really, really careful. This could go down in a way that they did not expect. Deathmaker has his operator online yet again. Velocity have economy for the last round as well. But I'm really sure they want the economy to boost up with the win bonus, not loss bonus. Going towards C. They're sending Deathmaker for a hunting ground here. He's hungry. Helef is actually going to be a little bit more hungrier. Finds Dominic. No smokes available for the defense. That's going to be a huge, huge problem. Cypher Cages and Jet Cloudbursts are not going to be enough. And here comes out Cortez. He wants information, and he's going for it. Deathmaker struggling to find the kill. It's going to be Deathmaker to find B2, though. Right to waste takes down Cortez, but what they don't know is Cactus is close by as well. He's listening to all of his sounds. He finds Deathmaker. Sorry, he finds right to waste, but Deathmaker's going to get him back. A Velocity are standing their ground hard. Coley spots that too, but he's in a 2v4 along with Cortez, who hasn't really been having the greatest of games today. He's gonna go down. So is Coley. It's gonna be a start for Deathmaker. It's gonna be match point for Velocity, ladies and gentlemen. And now FS are in a really tight spot.
Match point.
The training rounds back and forth here, because we cannot call anything out just yet, because they're just going forward, they're going backwards, they're throwing everything at each other other than the kitchen sink at this point. That's all that they have left. But the thing is, when you consider the money disadvantage that the side of FS have as well, so not looking out for them. They're at a disadvantage, but they're still gonna be the ones I look to try and bring something back here, because we have seen FS pull off incredible rounds with pretty much no way of winning. Both of the Jets do pop out their knives. Last-ditch effort on trying to bring this round back in their falling. But when you consider the ultimates, the Astral Divide is present from Dominic, and you do have the Hunter's Beauty as well from Cody. These guys need to be the one to set up all the plays here. If they do not use their utility in proper conjunction with one another, I can say kiss this map goodbye, because Velocity, they're just going to take it away from them. Cortez. Is he going to check him?
I don't think so. He should. Be really careful, but Deathmaker's actually found Cactus in garage. Dominic's going to get a trade back. And here comes Hunter's Fury from Coley yet again. A whale to no use, but Cortez. Information. Guaranteed information. Really valuable. Coley's gonna be the only man defending this A side. And he's got two players that he can spray down, and he will!
Spike down A.
Escapes from the third, and Helef. He needs to find his kill. I'm across the wall, walks into his death, and what is happening? Overtime looks on the cards now, ladies and gentlemen. And it is gonna be happening. What the hell? Velocity, what happened?
This is what you call the FS effect. This is what I meant. You can never, ever count the side of FS out, because these are the guys that can completely shut you down in a matter of seconds, and this is how it all works. This is how they all bring it on back. FS, they're making the impossible possible. They are giving the side of Velocity a run for their money. Have you ever expected that? When we came into this game, I was expecting a 13-5, at the max a 13-8 with Velocity winning out, but a 12-12 on Haven, yeah, that's something that none of us ever expected.
Yeah, I have to say so as well. But the thing about this is, I really don't think that it's Velocity that are actually playing that bad. It's FS that are actually playing pretty damn good. They're giving competition at the highest level here. Deathmaker. He's gonna peek out, find an easy kill. No! He missed this, and that's gonna give an opportunity. FS dashing in, running in, whatever they can to get this side. And they will. Marzel's been spotted out and he's gonna get sprayed down if he's not careful. But Deathmaker's ready to support him. Dashes away to safety. Marzel
What's
finds one.
happening?
Trades going back and forth, and it's gonna be a pinstripe kill feed here. Right Ways coming on the backstep, could find an easy kill, and he will! The plank goes down, but still good enough for velocity. Man advantage established. Damage being given on either side for now. They are gonna be concussed, and that Right Ways Hound is gonna spot out one player. They don't know where the other is. Cole's actually gonna find Helef. Now Right Ways needs to get this kill. He really needs to find, but it's gonna be Amaterasu. Both the veterans are gonna come into clutch here. More so Amaterasu than Right Ways, but the information was given by both, and it looks like Amaterasu wants to defuse more than Right Ways. Okay.
Yeah, he just wanted that extra couple of points, and he was like, okay.
Poor guy, look at Right Ways.
Defuse.
He got jumped off with the defuse, but he still healed his idea. What a nice guy.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, you can have your fun in games, but
Switching
don't worry, I still love you, bro.
Match point.
That's how it goes. Sometimes love is tough, but you gotta give it. Romance is super important in these type of situations. And hey, teams, they have it all. 13 and 12 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the unity that Velocity needs to try and win this one out. FS, on the other hand, are they gonna try to brute force their way into victory once again? Because their defensive side, it's been really potent, but Coley, man. Coley, he's
Right
the
there.
man of the hour. He's the man of this entire match, honestly. He's literally the one that's been causing the side of Velocity so much turmoil as well. He's the one being the thorn on their sides. If he goes down here on this defensive round, he can pretty much kiss this round goodbye.
They spot out only one, actually. They think Deathmaker is the only one holding towards A. Spike hasn't been spotted out. Right to Waste, trying to bait out a couple of rotations towards C. That flash is going to allow them to creep in, and they're going to take out that tripwire and give it a little bit more sound cue. But efforts are actually undeterred right now. Look at them. 3 players sitting on A. Still waiting, by the way. This is going to be a problem for Velocity if they choose to go towards A, which looks like the case right now. They're going to have to take head-on fights. And first one has to be Deathmaker. He's the only one that they should be believing in right now to get these kills. As Amaterasu is actually ready to throw down the fault line. Here goes the Hound. And here goes the fault line. Runs back Coley as Velocity prepared to run in.
30 seconds left.
Velocity, they're going in for their own full-scale rush. Cortez, he's playing it cheeky, he's playing it sneaky. But Marcel with the pre-file does get the first initial one tap on Cactus! Cactus! This guy's the guy that you want to see being the one to bring it back and bring the more clutches as well. 4K for Cactus. He is the absolute anger for the side. He doesn't miss a single shot.
Overtime.
Yeah, he misses one shot, but it's completely fine because he's going to be the one to bring it all back in your court. 23 kills for this man. Sorry, not 23. That's Deathmaker. 29 kills for Cactus. He's having a field day out here. This is his map. He's going to be the one to take the throne away from Deathmaker, it seems, for this map in particular. Because if the Jet is feeling it this much, especially Cactus, a very momentum-based player, if he has the momentum on his side, there is nothing that can stop him. And hey, Universe, remember I was talking to you saying that this has a possibility of being a double overtime game?
Yep.
Give me my pizza now.
Pizza.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you, melody. You're gonna just have to settle with that because that's all I have. Right now, I really think that the melody needs to be singing for FS. If they get this round, they're gonna be a really good spot. They rush in. Marzel's the only man of defense over here. He's gonna get supported. Helef comes in, a 3-man spray down for the controller. 4th as well. Looking for the ace. Helef, give it to him. Somebody, please. Please. Give it. Give it to Helef. Yeah, go on, B2. Go on, face Helef. Give him a 1v1 and give it to him. There he spots him out. Helef looking for the ace. Is he gonna get it? No! The taps don't come through. It's gonna be B2 to find at least one compensatory kill. He's got one player coming in the backstab, Deathmaker. He's been spotted out as well. And B2 is stuck in such a tight corner now. He's just gonna have to play along with his cages. It's just about time that, it just runs away because
30 seconds
B2,
left.
you got 30 seconds left, my friend. You got 4 more players to kill. You got a turret as well that is probably going to be acting as a 5th man at this point with Marzel. Look at him. Brothers in arms, they say. Sitting right next to each other. Marzel. You might as well give him might as well give the turret a kiss at this point.
Hey, I'm very sure the Killjoy is quite often.
Oh, Deathmaker, no.
10 seconds left.
No, Deathmaker.
Hey, it's completely fine. You got some bone-breaking clicks before that.
I mean,
like, I gotta slow down.
Match point.
You know, somebody ought to give the turret a kiss for the number of kills that a turret gets. I don't think the turrets are appreciated it well enough.
Yeah.
You know, I think Killjoy mains or the newer plays Killjoy. Every time the turret gets a kill, they should, you know, just give it a peck. You know, good job.
Good job. Just give him a pat on the forehead, and then suddenly the turret starts walking because of that Astra. Hey, you know for a fact that, remember when a lot of people were memeing about the fact that the turret should start walking? Little did they know that Astra was actually added into the game just for that whole purpose.
Uh-huh. Fair enough. For now, Velocity looking towards B side. Cortez needs to be careful. He's got 2 players, 3 if possible in front of him. Cactus. He might find right to ace here, but he's looking the right direction. B2 actually finds Deathmaker coming in. And now Mars has already crept in. Right to ace needs to find this kill. He's spraying down, but he actually gets it done himself. Marzo finds an opening towards A-Link, and he's going to call his teammates to come in, but Cortez is on the back. Cortez.
This is gonna be that assassin, but Cortez, this is a bad situation. Amaterasu, he's gonna get the better of the timing.
No, he's not.
Cactus!
Oh my god. Marzo comes out.
Marzo comes out as well, and oh
What
no!
the hell's happening?
Just breaking apart, double overtime on the cards here, ladies and gentlemen. I called it. Universe
Double,
give me a pizza
triple.
as well as penalty.
Obscuring vision.
It looks like it's gonna be triple, quadruple, whatever you want to call it. But somebody needs to finish this game off, and they need to finish it off right now. Velocity looking like they're gonna not do it in this round. LF 1v3 clutch required of him. He's done this time and time before, but he's down to 20 seconds, and he's going towards garage where Dominic's waiting for him. Needs to check this corner. LF not going to. He's gonna lose out his health, and he's gonna lose out the round as well. It's gonna be 14-14. And round number 29 we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Overtime.
Double overtime on the cards, and we're now gonna be heading on to. Well then, Universe. Time to get some Red Bull, my man. You guys could get your Red Bull as well by scanning that QR code. It's gonna be showed up from time to time down below. Don't forget about that. But we gotta get yourself energized, and we gotta get yourself strapped in. This is gonna be a long and bumpy ride. And hey, I haven't seen such a long game on Haven for a really long time. Initially, this was the map where we always saw the teams just perform tooth and nail, sometimes going to 18, 15, 23, and 21 even for a lot of games. But it's not the case here. It's just a little bit more different. And this time around, it's going to be Velocity once again getting that first initial pickup on towards the face of Cactus. But the thing is, now Cactus is out of the picture. The Star Fragger is no longer here. Will this be the thing that Velocity need to try and bring it one back into their favor? But at the same time, they've been winning out on defense every single time. They always lose out on the attack. That's the saddest part of this story here.
FS, what you got in store? There's 3 players of Velocity huddled up over here, so they need to be careful. And the operator this time, I don't think Deathmaker is looking to miss his shots. He zoned out the last time. This time, he's not going to get it because he jiggled by Cortez, and now they're going to be careful. They know Deathmaker is here, so they need to first send him off of his position if they really want to get these kills. Cortez, no flashes, nothing. Try peeking that angle. It's gonna be Coley to find another though.
Left.
Okay, Coley, make that a second. Deathmaker gets another, and somehow Velocity yet again on the defense are working this out. Deathmaker with a third, and now he's gonna shut those people up. FS. They might have seen him whip that shot towards C-Long in 2 rounds ago, but this time he's gonna get a 3K with that operator. And now, Velocity, what's on your mind? What do you got that you can do differently to shut out FS? The defense seems to be working for both the teams here. The offense, not so much. What do you have in mind, Velocity? A rush, C rush? It looks like they might be going towards C. It looks like there's gonna be a set execute. Could be a really good one. They do have 3 players around the C site. One of them in garage, and here comes a tripwire as well.
Oh, that's a good.
Okay, interesting. Deathmaker, careful!
Whoa, Deathmaker!
Dominic, how is he still alive?
What is
Enemy
happening?
remaining.
I have no
Ladies and
idea.
gentlemen, Deathmaker just got slingshotted backwards,
Again.
and Cactus gets a 3K, and Dominic somehow still is alive.
How again? Another 1v3 where Helif's alive. Another one. What
Yeah,
is
another one as
happening?
well.
Why is this happening? Why? I
This is what
really.
happens when you don't believe in universe. From now on, you have to.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. At this point, I just one of you, please, just do something. Helif has a lot more time to work with than he did in the round before, and he's
He has
looking
the
like he
spike
wants
as
to
well.
go to. Yeah, he has a spike. He has a little bit of an idea about where he wants to go, and it could be towards A. Yes, it is towards A. One player between him and Victory. One of them from C is looking like to rotate. Cactus, maybe wanting to rotate. Skeptical.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. Helif throws down a star towards B, actually, to try and fake this one out. But it's not going to catch any attention just yet. He's going towards defender side spawn. He's not got a lot of time. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Helif, you need to find a kill. You
10
need to
seconds
find it
left.
right now, my friend. You don't know that Coley's right above you. And he's just going to tap your head. And it's going to be round number 15, just like that. Cleans up his knife as he's cleaned up the round, Coley.
Switching sides.
It's going to be another
Overtime.
overtime.
Oh my. This is how the side of FS are points. This is just map number 1, sorry. Map number 1, and we're heading on down onto overtime. 31 rounds here, ladies and gentlemen. 31. And I understand, FS, they need to take this pause. They need to take a breather. They need to sip on that can of Red Bull that they got by scanning the QR code down below. And they need to figure something out here. They need to switch out their strategies just a little bit. 15 and 15, they have not a single one of these overtimes when it came down to their attack rounds. So now this is their chance. With this time out, figure out a plan, switch everything up. But at the same time, whenever you do take a pause, you risk losing your momentum. You just won out previously, and you are at a risk of losing your momentum here. Are they going to be able to do it? Or are they going to lose out here?
We're going to have to find out. Velocity need to get a little bit more grip of the situation on their attack. It's going to throw them out.
Aw, such a cute baby.
Really? The way you said that, reminded me of this one page on Instagram that I see.
Oh my god, come on, universe. You gotta call me out like that. It's a cute teddy bear. I can say aw.
All right. No, okay. I'm not judging you, my friend. I just said it reminded me of an Instagram page that really famous.
Yeah,
Or
okay,
guys saying
okay.
But it's okay. I'm just gonna let that slide for now.
I'm literally worried about what kind of stuff you actually watch on Instagram.
It's all stuff that is probably justifying the way that you just said. But okay, I'm just gonna let that go.
Speaking of Instagram, you should follow us as well on our Instagram. Make sure.
Yes, please.
Esportz Club. Do not really forget about that.
Amaterasu holding down the B side. Gonna be the only man of defense here as Right Choice comes in from the other side. Both the initiators, supported by Marzel towards Garage, are gonna be looking to not let this B side get away from their hands. But it looks a heavy spot of contention.
Okay,
the timing. He could have gotten that kill, I believe.
Yep.
But it's gonna have to go and wait for another time. They're going towards A now. FS, Helif listens to the sound cue, and they know that there's one player here. One player is gonna cause damage. Cactus, and now Helif. He needs to find this kill. He's gonna get it. No, he's not.
Yes,
Gorgeous. He actually wins the duel, and now it's up to Right Choice. One kill, second, not gonna get the third, but he's done pretty much more than enough than I can believe.
Oh,
Cactus sitting in this corner is gonna get
Spike
another,
planted.
and it's all up to Deathmaker. He's on 26 kills himself, but his counter jet is up to 36. This could be a jet diff, and it will be. Cactus finds him, and with his victory celebration of wasting his ultimate, even
Switching
when it's not
sides.
needed,
Match
gonna be
point.
FS to get round number 16 on the board. And on the attacking half, it's the first time that a
Yes.
team's won out. So, Velocity, what do you got in store for us? Because this definitely could go to FS.
This is a high possibility of going into FS. FS, they always lost when it came down to their attack round. But Velocity, they also lost when it came down to their own attacking side. So now that the tables have turned, who's going to be the one to win it out. Things are going to be quite tough for Velocity to bring it all back, but in that sense, now that one of the teams have already won on attack, this is the round. This is the place where FS need to win here. They have no more second chances. This is where they really do need to bring it on back. And I love the fact that Cactus, he's so confident with that Vandal. He's not picking up an operator to try and hold it down at the very last round. That would have been a perfect switch out for them. But Cactus, he just does not care. He knows, he understands that with this Vandal, if I'm feeling myself this much, that operator, if I pick it up for myself, I'm gonna lose my flow, I'm gonna lose my aim, and I can just be an absolute deadly force regardless. Cactus, he's looking to get one more kill for himself. He's gonna be going left, he's gonna be going right, possibly getting one more, but Marcel is just gonna be the one to shut him on down. That's the first initial kill, Cortez. It's all up to you. Just one kill, my man. Just one kill to shut everything down here. Deathmaker taking a good chunk of damage. They need to run on back. They need to try to find a better spot for themselves. Positionally, a lot of utility has been used. Cortex, he's just waiting, throws in that curveball's gonna be able to force himself back onto the side here. One swing by the one side. Deathmaker's gonna go for one. Cortex is gonna go for that swing. He's looking for one more for himself. But Dominic and Cortez, they're making a difference happen. The shots are not gonna be clean enough. Right to Ace is gonna be able to shut down one more. This is all that they need. 1 versus 2 situation. Dominic versus the entire world. He's not gonna be able to get that kill. And Right to Ace, he's gonna be there for the right to clutch moment to bring it all back into this game. 16-16 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen, and both of the sides have now won on attack for the first time in this entire game. Overtime number 5 on the cards, 33 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Spam it in the chat. Overtime is on the cards, and it's just gonna keep on going, and the ball is still gonna keep on rolling. This is just map number 1 here. We're not even on map number 3 or map number 2. If this is how long map number 1's gonna be, I don't know what to expect from the following one, City.
I don't think it's gonna be as long as this one, because we're seeing Breeze up next.
Don't say
Deathmaker
that.
for now. The King of Haven has got somebody to face off on the other side of that smoke, but he's gonna get smoked off himself. Almost connecting that shot, close by. Not near as in the vicinity as he would have wanted. Vicinity would have been his body, but yeah, okay. FS pulling up towards. Hey, Cactus actually gives out a bit of a positional cue. Alright, is gonna give him out, and he's gonna take it out. Mars is gonna have to play without his handy buddy. He's looking. He hears him. He knows he's towards the right now. Right direction, but no reaction. It's gonna be Cactus to find probably a 40 bomb, looking at the way that things are going. Another attack-sided epiphany for them, maybe. Has actually FS moved back. Okay, they're moving back. They've left Cactus alone on the side, and they're actually going back, and Right to Ace is in a good position to find a kill.
Right here.
They're going back towards A. They know that the A side's all of theirs, but they took too much time. They overthought it, and now Deathmaker's here,
Oh.
and he could be looking for a kill,
30 seconds
but he's been
left.
smoked off. They still have utility to work with. Oh my god, FS.
He's getting too
They
close.
almost get that runaway, but they still have it in control.
Oh,
And Cortez,
Cortez!
okay. Easy pickings for him. Dominic, look at where this guy is. He's gonna come on the longest backstab that I think I've ever seen. And he's gonna find some pretty easy frags. First of them is gonna be Hellf. Right to Ace, could be a Thorn. But he's having his weapon out, and
Dominic.
easy peasy. There it is. One more kill. Deathmaker
One
finds
enemy
one though.
remaining.
Dominic gets Hellf, and now they know he's towards heaven. Bullets being spammed.
Oh.
Deathmaker jumping. Deathmaker killing. Needs to get 3 more, but there's a lot of time left. And nobody's gonna be peeking out. He can hope to dash in, but he's got somebody watching him. And that's Cortez, so he knows exactly what's up. Jumps down straight to his death. It's gonna be FS to win out another attacking round.
It's just not gonna be working. It
Switching
just
sides.
is not.
Match point.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's
You know,
another
I remember that dialogue, you know, from one of those movies. You know that Tariq pe Tariq? Have you heard of it?
No, I have not. Which movie is?
It's Sunny Deol. Tariq pe Tariq, and this is like OT pe OT. OT pe OT. How many OTs are we gonna see?
I think we're gonna be seeing quite a lot, man. Honestly, at this point, we don't even know what to expect. FS, once again, they have the ball rolling on there. And I would honestly like a little bit more emphasis from Cactus to just pick up an operator, because I believe as though the operator pickup is the main thing that they need as a switch up to bring everything back onto their favor, but it's just not happening. Cactus, just pick it up, man. You can do it. I personally believe that this guy is the one that can make that operator sing the most in comparison to any other, especially on this map in particular. But Velocity, they're going in for a full-scale rush down towards the base side, and this could just work out in their favor. But the thing is, now that Cortez has been showing up so massively as well in so many of these rounds, it's quite difficult. But look at Cactus! He's looking to break the 40 kills! This is the first 40 kills that we have ever seen in the entirety of Gauntlet. I'm very sure no one has gone to 40. If Cactus is able to break this, he's going to be a record holder for the Gauntlet.
Most certainly. Velocity, though, they're right now nowhere near Cactus. And Hillev's holding on to the back lines. As Arzel and the gang are looking towards A. They're waiting for pushes. They're waiting for rotations. And rotations are giving in now. Coley's going away. B2's already gone towards C. They are looking to be as careful as possible right now. Velocity. Look at the amount of confusion they're creating. Look at the amount of utility that they're just causing problems with. Running in now, and here comes the force. B2 and Coley actually gonna stop him. And this could be the end, ladies and gentlemen. Velocity will find 2, but it's still not enough.
30 seconds.
B2 surviving in that smoke somehow. Crawls out of it with his knife, and he's gonna get caught off guard. Amaterasu gets him.
Enemy remaining.
Cactus finds ahead, looking for a second to finish it all off. Amaterasu somehow gets it, and there goes the Rolling Thunder. Amaterasu, if he pushes in, he might as well get this kill, but he's gonna go for the plant instead. And now along the corner comes the man Dominic, and he's gonna get it. This is the end. Velocity have been beaten.
Oh my god, it just took 5 overtimes, man. It just took 5 overtimes. Nothing more, nothing less. How? This is not how it was supposed to go. This is not how it was all supposed to happen. Velocity losing out on the map of Haven like this? On a 16 and 18 scoreline FS, they pulled out on all the stops. They pretty much brought the literal kitchen sink down in the heads of Velocity to take them down here. This just goes to show how incredible this roster is, and this is how incredible they are, just being able to shut everyone down. Universe, I have no words.
Neither do I.
I just have no words for this.
Neither do I. I have absolutely nothing for what I just saw. It's just amazing. Beautiful, beautiful play by FSESPORTS to pull this one out. They kept on the tightrope under their legs. They did not let a single step miss. Toe-to-toe they went with Velocity. They brought it back to an overtime, and they honestly, they deserve this win with the amount of work that they've put in. And now we're going to Breeze, but before that, let's just have a look at the match highlights, ladies and gentlemen. To I don't know, because match highlights, this is probably one of the most intense matches that I've seen in a long time. And for it to come between Velocity and FS is something that I did not expect, because we expected this to be a pretty 2-0 for the side of Velocity. But FS, they stun us. They stun Velocity, even though the breach was on Velocity's side.
Yeah, this is just... I don't know what to say about this. The way that they're forcing down multiple different sidelines, the way that they're taking a lot of these fights, the way that FS were just pushing a lot of these games. Like, I thought that Velocity should have been the ones to win it all. They had the advantage moving on down the line. They were able to do so much, but right at the very end, Velocity, they just flipped the script. They were able to just take blow for blow against FS, but then FS, they just adapted constantly every single time. Cortez, he was not having a good day. You know for a fact that Cortez was having such a rough time, but still somehow FS, they were able to keep the ball rolling on their court, and the man, the myth, the legend has to be Cactus. Cactus and Coley, so many times the rounds that they had no business winning, it was Coley, it was Cactus showing up in a matter of seconds to make sure they take down their opposition. Aim was super beautiful, like absolutely crispy. And you have to consider something, Cactus didn't pick up this operator a single time throughout the entire game. He got 39 kills on a Jet with just a Vandal in his hand, just a Vandal. Universe. That's how good he was throughout the entire game. One of the primary reasons why FS were able to do such a good job is that Velocity, they showed too much respect. They were playing it a little bit too slow right at the very end. They were scared of FS, and you could see it in their eyes. The mistakes that they were making was primarily because FS, they were just playing it so cheekily. The way that they were able to position themselves in off angles just caught Velocity off guard. And in these type of situations, that's the thing. That's how you take down a juggernaut of a squad. You play very unpredictably. And in Velocity's situation, they were not able to predict a single play from FS. That just shut them down because of that very same thing. Like, in a way, I will not say that Velocity played bad. They played it really well. They played it by the book. They played it by the strategies that we normally know them to play. They played it really well. But right at the very end, FS, with their unorthodox plays and the way that they were able to adapt, just caught Velocity off guard. FS, they deserve this win because both of these teams, they played their heart out. But right at the very end, it was FS with a little bit more ingenuity and a little bit more of that stamina to bring it all back in their favor. Velocity, they lost out to a really good team. Now, with all of the holds being done like this, you can expect that FS, they're looking to take map number 2 as well. They have the momentum on their side, and after such a landslide, this is not a landslide victory, after such a hard-fought, grueling victory, they're looking to bring everything on their side.
I mean, map number 3, looking at the horizon, Breeze, I'm not quite sure if FS are going to be just as good as they were, but Breeze is going to be a whole different story. Velocity Gamings are pretty much, the connoisseurs of Breeze. And whether or not they're going to win over there is, again, it's almost what I choose to believe as a 80-20, landslide. Because Breeze is something that I don't think FS are going to be far too comfortable with. They might have practiced, but this is a team that has made Breeze their home. They've made it their living haven. And even though Haven didn't go in their way, this could be another one that, possibly could. Map number 3, Icebox, could be on the cards, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, it is FS who are going to be going through and through with the advantage to the second map. And we're going to have to just wait and watch what exactly happens.
Yeah, we gotta stay popped up and ready. We gotta get ourselves energized as well. We're gonna get ourselves a can of Red Bull by scanning that QR code. That's gonna be showing up in a couple of seconds here. Gonna get yourself energized. We're gonna get ourselves prepped up, and you should as well, ladies and gentlemen, because in a way, this is where the matches are just gonna get even more intense. If map number 1 was something like this, I have no idea what Breeze is gonna end up looking like, because if this is the FS that we are looking at, if this is the level of gameplay that they're gonna be showing us, we're going to be in for a really long ride. So, hey, we're going to be heading on down over into a short break. I'm going to get myself some water. I'm going to get myself some Red Bull, get myself pumped up and ready. And so is Universe. As we do set up map number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading on down over into a short break. And we're going to be back with you real shortly with the LG Ultragear TEC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial. And our apparel partners are none other than 656. We'll catch you all in just a little bit.
the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial Ballistix.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial, and our apparel partners are none other than 656. We are now back once again, energized and ready one more time to jump straight into the matchup. So let's head on over to the map video screen to see exactly what went down on match number 1, because match number 1, it was on an 18-16 scoreline. It was 18-16. The side of FS, they pulled off a miracle, but to pull off that same miracle on Breeze, I don't think that's going to happen. But if it does, if Velocity lose on a 2-0 with them picking up Breeze, I'm going to get up from my chair and I'm going to walk away and then come back 2 minutes later.
I think I'm going to have to do the same. But right now, VLT looking like a little bit serious. They've locked in all of the agents already. Pretty much what you would expect, right to ace. Marzel actually playing the Guy this time. Usually we see it in the hands of right to ace on the map of Breeze. Well, Marzel actually moves on towards the Viper role, but this time it's going to be HeLF actually take up Cypher. So Amaterasu is filling in the controller. And on the other side of things, it's going to be the pretty much same lineup, except for the fact that it's going to be Cortez this time with the Initiator, as he was playing the Phoenix the last time around. Hopefully this time he's going to be able to give a lot more of a in-depth performance in the first initial stages than he did in the first map. But hey, Breeze is going to be a little bit of a tricky one for FS. Velocity have pretty much, struggled any team has struggled to face off against Velocity on this map, even Global Esports at times. So we're going to have to wait and see how it all goes down. They've locked in. Everything's going to be just the same. It's going to be team diff, if at all anything, that's going to come in today on this second map. If FS win this, it's going to be pretty much, I would want to say, probably one of their best achievements so far. Beating Velocity on Haven and then on Breeze, if they do, crazy. But to be honest, I really see this moving to Icebox.
Yeah, we're all expecting that to happen, because Icebox is a map where you know that these two teams are going to space off, because Breeze and FS winning out on Breeze is not something that anyone would expect. But at the same time, Haven, none of us expecting them to win out Haven as well. So, I'm not even going to make any predictions here, because last time I tried to make predictions, it just never ends well for me, man. Let's just see what happens on the first round. Both of these teams are going to be going up against one another. They're looking to do a little bit of damage as well. And when it comes down to the terms of Velocity, losing out on that first initial map, it's completely fine. Velocity, they have nothing to really feel bad about. They tried their hardest, but right at the very end, it was FS being taken. Just move on from it, play map number 2, and head on down over map number 3. No hard feelings, a complete mental reset for them. And now, FS, they have the momentum. They have everything under their belt. But with Cactus on their side, feeling themselves this much, yeah, things could just be a little bit more interesting.
That Viper Orb lineup, crazy. Beautiful one. As now, FS are going to be defending a interesting Velocity attack. Deathmaker needs to dash away for his own safety. Gets away and comes back from elbow. Dominic, he's stuck in between a plus of Viper walls over here, but he's gonna go down. to Marzo. And Matarasto finds another. Cortez can blind a couple, but he cannot be good enough to get a kill. Stuck behind that wall. Gonna be another wall popping up in front of his face. As FS now in the 3v5 are looking to try and somehow pull this one back. But what they don't know is that Hello's coming back, but Hello's actually been taken care of. Matarasto finds another Deathmaker with a headshot. Deathmaker with a second. And it's gonna be the first round for Velocity.
That's how Velocity rolls, and that's how they bring it all back. But once again, Velocity winning out on the pistol round. This is exactly what happened in the previous matchup as well, so you can't really say anything about it, not just yet. We need to see what happens in the following rounds, especially with the side of FS being on the defensive side right off the get-go. Freeze as a map, I always say that this is a very attacker side. If you have a good game plan on your side, you can do really well on the attack. So just play it slow, play it systematic. But hey, FS, they're going in for a massive gamble with a stack down towards the side of B, but Velocity, they're all back towards that B side instead.
Here we go, dashing straight in. It's gonna be pretty much a customer round for Velocity. As the stack onto A is gonna allow them to get an easy plant.
Planted.
And now FS, they've even been spotted out coming in the backside. Only one of them though. As Helaf's camera is gonna allow him a lot of information. Spots out one, and his Guardian is just gonna easily get Cortez. Looking for a second, he's just tagging these people down like they're a bunch of flies, swatting them over. He spots out every single player now. He needs to get away. That recon, not gonna give too much. Matarasso is gonna come for the help. Velocity, all in all, running in. Hela finds another. It's gonna be Coley left as the last man. 35 HP on the guy. All they need is a bullet in his body, but I'm just gonna let this slide down as it is. Flawless round for Velocity, as you would expect. Breeze, first 2 rounds yet again for Velocity, as it was in the first half of Haven. But here's where the tricky part started, and it could be again, because FS put up 4 rounds after this on Haven. Are they gonna be able to put up now aggressive?
Really love this one. In a way, this is a map where being able to get buys is super crucial, because guns matter a lot in this map, in particular in comparison to any other, because close range fights are pretty far between one another. You're not going to be able to get the optimum frequency for a lot of these weapons, so you need to make work with the things that you have, and whenever you have that gun advantage, that's where you need to go in for that. This is a full-scale bonus. They don't have the proper buys here, but Deathmaker going in for that swing. He's gonna be able to get that close proximity fight that he was looking for. B2, he also doesn't have a gun in his hand, but still that's gonna be working out in his favor. Cactus is gonna be go for 1 with that spray at the bare minimum. He's looking for 1 more. He's just not gonna be able to find it, but Cactus, he's still alive somehow. He's actually getting away with all of this. But Hellfire, he knows what's up. He's not gonna be missing any of that, but Cortez, 1 on his left, 1 on his right. Marcel, he's gonna be the one to shut down Cortez instead. And Cortez, you gotta know, man. You gotta know to look where you need to look. With that, that's a 1 versus 2 situation. There's no way they're gonna be able to hold it down. Plan's gonna be heading on down over onto A. Plan's gonna be going down as well. They're just holding it. They're just chilling. 3 plan for them. And Dominic, what's your plan, mate? Do you want to go in for a save, or do you want to go in for a try?
I mean, at this point in a 2v1, when you really know that next round isn't gonna wield as much money, I think you should just go in for the save to try and maybe work around it. Hero Vandal, if you know, all things considered, but he's going in for it, and he's gonna face Hellf pretty quick. Both of them are playing towards halls, so that's a good thing for Velocity, but Dominic's actually not going there. Oh, Dominic, you need to be careful. The door's wide open, so he should have an idea that somebody's here. That camera's gonna give way. So is that flash. Sound cues all around, and Dominic knows he wants some exit frags now. Trying to go behind them, but Velocity players, they're running far too away from this. They're gonna be surviving A-OK, and another round for Velocity. Breeze, definitely not FS's first choice, and it looks like it as well.
Yeah, Breeze is one of those maps where you really do rely on the team coordination to be absolutely key over your mechanical skill. And in this situation, FS, they have all of that covered. Just waiting, they're just chilling, they're just vibing. Velocity, they're in the driver's seat. They're the ones who took away the round, and now Dominic, he needs to be the one to take away a couple of the kills as well. He's able to make that Vandal sing. They have a chance, but with Velocity constantly switching up, going to A, going to B, making so much noise on multiple different avenues, where do you actually want to go? What fights do you really want to take? Because Velocity, they're playing mind games, and FS, they have still yet to get a proper read on what they want to do.
Maker's already made his way onto the side, as Helef is looking for any sort of rotations towards halls. And Matarasu with the plant done is going to confirm pretty much this round for VLT, I believe, as Cactus with that Marshall. Maybe one head pop, maybe two. One for sure comes in. Deathmaker is going to be the recipient of it. He's going to be feeling that in the morning. Matarasu and Right Choice are going to find one needs his B2. Oh no, B2! What did you do? Why? Why did you not spray him down with a barrage of bullets? He just did one burst, waited for 2 seconds, played with his food, and then, okay, B2, if that's how you wanted to work, sure, I guess.
B2's probably kicking himself for that, but hey, it's kind of customary for the side of FS to go in for a lot of different plays like that. And hey, it does happen. So, in a way, it's completely fine. FS, just for the mental reset, they just need to take the slow, they just need to take the set. I think that the nerves are acting up from what happened during that last game. They need to try and figure everything out here. They need to try and be a better roster. Just a tiny little bit. Take it slow, take it steady. You don't need to rush it. You have the safety net of another map in your favor. Because you need to remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best of 3. There are a lot of different chances for both of these squads to make a comeback from. But for Velocity, it's their do or die. If they lose here, it's going to be hurting them a lot. And now Cactus, he pulls out an operator to make things work, but Cactus gets popped in the forehead by Matarasu straight through that wall. Marcel's going to be able to push himself down forward as well. So much map control being taken. This is what's causing so much of the problems here as well. Coly's going to be good for 1 kill. Dominic's going to be the one that you need to look forward to try and bring something back. Deathmaker's not going to be missing that shot. Make sure to watch his buddy Amaterasu as he's trying to go in for that snake bite. And now it's all up to B2. Poor old B2. Stealth Bomber is going to be there, but the Stealth Bomber is not going to be able to stealthily get 4 kills here without getting found.
That was a lot of stealth. That was a lot of stealth. B2, as stealthily as he could get away from here, he is going to get 1 kill before he gives up his life to the Almighty. Right to Ace. Okay. He did not realize that he was here, and Helef's...
Okay, that camera's kind of hard to hit, man.
Oh, B2. Okay, exit frags all around. It's a gala for him, but he doesn't know that Helef's actually gone all the way around the map just to kill him. So it's going to be round number 5 for Velocity, but on the back of it, they've given away a bit of economy. So that's still okay, though. They still have like 8 grand on the players who died. Right, Ace has 8 grand. Helef had 8 grand, so he can drop in as well. Velocity are looking strapped for cash for days.
Their bank's gonna be looking pretty for a really long time. And with that, in their favor, 0-5 in the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen.
You know when it's times like this, you know when it's times like these, when you got too much money, I like to do something. You know, I don't know if you've seen those memes, right? But I think you would have. Where these players, they just drop in shorties in like 10s and 20s and 30s of numbers on the floor. And if the enemy pushes in, they see and they're like, what the hell is going on here? And you're standing next to it and you're like, surprise! And you just blow their head away.
Hey, they can do that, but at the same time, in a professional level game, I think that's something that you normally do. No, that's what you normally do when it's the last round of a half or the last round of a game. That's when you can get away with shenanigans like that.
You know what I did once? You know what I did once? When I had too much money. Okay? And so did my teammates. I asked them to drop in every single weapon they can except for the one they're using. So I told the enemies, come to my spawn. And they did, by the way, because they were like 10 to 1 down. They came to the spawn and I gave them an entire weapons display.
Basically, you're the arms dealer now. Imagine getting guns from... Imagine getting guns from the shop when your opponent is your arms dealer, and it feels like Cactus, he's gonna be the actual arms dealer here! Oh my god, Cactus! He's gonna be able to shut down 2 almost immediately. This is Cactus for you, ladies and gentlemen, especially when he has that Lightstorm in his hand. B2's gonna be able to hit a couple of his own incredible shots. Marcel gets caught with his fan sound seemingly, and Holy is going in for the swings, he's going in for the shots, gonna be able to get 1 more kill for himself and a Thrifty run on the cards here. But against Amaterasu, Thrifties are gonna be a hard one indeed. He has the Viper Spit to work with. The heals are going to be going on down too as well. But Amaterasu, he's going to be good for a second. And if FS lose here, this is going to be a heartbreaking loss for them because this was such a hard-fought round in general. They got all of the kills, but against Amarasu's Viper Spit, it's just not going to be working out in their favor. 1 HP on the face of Kolin. But I do believe that Amaterasu, there's no way he's going to be able to survive that. Cortez, he has activated himself. Swings around the corner, it's going to be able to pop Amaterasu with the head. But one more thing that I really did want to add was that Universe, do you know what else you can do when you have a lot of surplus money?
Go on.
You can go down over to the links in the description, check out our sponsors of Crucial and Ballistix, get yourself a pair of RAM sticks. If you want to get yourself an SSD as well from Crucial, we got you all covered. A lot of good discounts as well. Make sure to check the links down below in the description. And that's what you should do with a lot of money as well, Universe. Because if you want some RAM upgrades, hey, we got you covered.
Hey, when I said I have a lot of money, I meant in game. I don't really have a lot of money, but I definitely have me some Crucial and Ballistix products, and I honestly have had a great upgrade. So you guys should definitely try it out. Recommended by me. I mean, whatever my recommendation means, but still, I have to say these are great products, guys. You need to go check them out, and I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed. And not to forget, if you want some cool fan jerseys, you know, you want some, support Tec Gauntlet as well, be a part of it. Go check out 656. They're doing some pretty great work, to be honest. Their jerseys are top class. They've got pretty great quality shirts. You can get your name on, you can get your number on if you want, pretty much like any other jersey there is, and you can get it hand delivered to your home. So, you might as well become a team supporter. You might become a TEC Gauntlet supporter. Just go and get that jersey. But for now, we're going to see how these two teams are going to be holding up their jerseys in the face of victory.
Oh my god.
Okay, there he spotted out 2 players at least. 3 maybe if he's lucky, but he's going to get eaten up. A big bite taken by Marzo with his dog. Not that bite, but it's going to be a really interesting FS run as they've pushed up towards A as well, and this is going to be a problem. But Velocity are actually not interested going towards A. If not from A main, at least.
Exactly, they didn't want to go. Deathmaker, he has an operator in his hands. He's making that push happen, but this is kind of deadly. Look at Cactus. Cactus is holding down the fort. Deathmaker, he wants to go in for this swing. You know you want it, but Deathmaker, he's just not going to be expecting, especially in a position like this. Cactus, he's standing out in the open. No one would pre-fire that. And poor old Deathmaker, he just got the scare of his life.
Alright, Marzo gonna get information. Cortez is right there. He's gonna take down both of these Seekers for his team.
Here.
Cactus going in for another aggressive peek towards Halls. He's got one player there, and that is Helef, but Helef's actually gonna find Dominic coming on the rotate. And he knows somebody's towards Halls, so he's not gonna peek him. Coley needs to hold his ground. He gives away, but Beater's right here. Right to Waze gets the trade. And back and forth we go. Right to Waze gonna get the plant down. He's got Helef to his support, but Helef's pretty far away still. As Cactus is running straight in. And a healthy right to Waze needs to be careful. He's not, and he's gonna give away his life. Too many directions from players coming in. And it's gonna be Helef. He gets one head. Beautiful shot. Oh, he's looking for more. Oh, Cactus coming up close. Helef's aware of this. And he might just win this one out. Helef! No, he's not. His low HP gives way to another round for FS. As we have got them trying to get back into this game. 2-5 now. What do we got? Interestingly, the thing about FS though is that they've pulled back 2 rounds, so they've got an operator that's been online for 2 rounds. They didn't pick it up, I believe, but it's still going to be alright because FS have had this sort of, defensive push-up suddenly where they're going in aggressively, and it's actually worked out for them so far. That's a good thing. Velocity going in towards A. All 5 players positioned here, by the way. So let's see how it works out for them. Here they go. Flash comes in. Cactus in a really, really high spot. Is gonna unfortunately give it away. He's stuck on the back of side and he's gonna get spotted out. Tagged as well. He's still safe, but he's got Hunter's Fury coming in. Deathmaker is gonna get stopped in his tracks, but right to Waste one. He gets actually 2. Holy finds a Helef coming in from Halls. The door's wide open, but he gives away his life. That Recon's gonna give it positions, but here comes Marzel Seekers. and one of them is not going to be needing to touch the player. Deathmaker gets Holy. They're looking for more as the 6th round comes in, and Deathmaker with a 3K is going to confirm it.
Deathmaker. This is the guy, this is the mid, this is the legend. He needs to be the one to show up here, especially because now that FS slowly but surely are adding up their rounds, they're slowly feeding the water, they're dipping their toes into it. They're slowly but surely making it happen. If anyone's going to bring it all back, it has to be Deathmaker. That was a really clean round from his side, but now that FS, they have lost out on this round, it's going to be hurting them quite a lot. It is them being forced onto a couple of marshals and sheriffs, but this time around, their lead is going to be good. 4 people sacking down towards this A side. If they're able to take this is going to be beautiful for them. But Coley, don't push it like that, man. Deathmaker's going to be able to get a double kill for himself. Monross is going to be able to shut down another one. B2's not going to be able to find anything here. It feels like side of Velocity, they're mad. They're angry after what happened in the previous round. And Hellfighter, he's just taking a couple of selfies and taking a couple of beautiful scenic shots with that camera of his.
Yep.
Oh my god, Deathmaker, that's swing.
Another 3K from the man. 7-2 now, and the FS have fallen apart more so than we would expect on the second map. I knew that it was going to be Velocity to take this, but looking at this, it's pretty much what you would expect. And the thing about Velocity on this map is, though, the way that they played, their patience game pays off, their aggressive pushes pay off, their utility usage is off the charts, and the way they support each other, they're always in twos, except for Helef, because he's just, you know, he's like that solo killer. Now he's supported by Deathmaker as well, so even though Dominic has put down his Viper Spit here, the one thing to notice about Dominic is that he actually hasn't gotten a kill yet. And he's not having a great game like he was in the previous map of Haven. Shows how uncomfortable this team of FS really is on this map.
Holy, he's just got the fright of his life. Just spotted out a random Hellfighter right around the corner. Deathmaker, he expected that push from B2. He knew where B2 was, but Dominic, this guy's just too good to be true. He's gonna be able to get 2. He's gonna be able to get his 3rd as well, but Hellfighter on towards the back end's gonna be able to shut down a couple of more. Deathmaker going in for a couple of spam shots, trying to see if he can find a kill here. He's not able to get anything, not just yet. 2 versus 2 on the map. Cactus, he has an operator to work with, but Dominic, he's just running around. Didn't he know that the spike was there?
Oh, I don't think he knew.
Oh no, Dominic, he just gave up the spike.
He's gonna play around with fire. He's going towards... Oh, he's been spotted out. Helef knows exactly where he is, and now they know that there's Cactus here as well, and Deathmaker's not gonna be fighting that. He knows he has the operator. Helef is going to, though. 3rd kill for him. And he's been causing havoc now. It's his time to shine. And the dynamic duo from Kolkata.
One enemy.
Dominic! He just shuts them down in half. Helef, whatever he was pulling off, completely taken out. But Deathmaker is here to save the day. It doesn't matter how many kills Dominic gets. Deathmaker is right there to help his team out. As he has put up 13 on the board. It's gonna be another round for Velocity. 8-2 now, ladies and gentlemen.
God damn, Dominic. That was an aim block and a half to work with right there. 2 and 8 on the scorecards. He just had that lock-on moment. Looked beautiful from his side. But how many more times can you count on miracles like that to come up? Especially against a team like Velocity. Velocity, they have the entire map under shutdown, and it's kind of what we expected as well. This is the map of Breeze. This is the map where they're known to be the most dominant in.
Oh, look at this.
And just as you stated previously, no other team than Global can challenge them here.
Marzo runs straight in. He's going to be the first point. That Stinger at that range is going to be practically useless, if anything. But look at this. Helef is so careful about his positioning of his tripwires. And he's going for it. He knows that there's players here. Cactus actually finds 1 hit, but not the second. Coley making work with the Stinger. Deathmaker will find P2, but FS are actually putting down damage onto the hands of Velocity. That was going to go down. Helef still Deathmaker still careful.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, okay. It came down to a 2v2 over there. Amaterasu pulls it back, but they're still alive, Velocity. And for good reason. FS actually made them sweat in this round, and they're going to have to force to reinvest into it. But they have money, so it's not going to be a problem. This round, another one for Velocity. 9-2 now. That's Holy. Oh boy, unfortunate. Looks towards the dash of Deathmaker, finds Amaterasu coming out from the other side. Another round for
Last
Velocity
round in
as the
the
last
half.
round of the half comes in, and I really hope I see some fallen shorties here and there.
Hey, that's your dream, but I don't think that's gonna be happening immediately. Maybe if it was a True Rippers game, I would say that it could happen. Like, True Rippers is one squad that I can guarantee that would have pulled off some shenanigans like that, but Velocity, I don't think so. They have smiles on their faces, they have the momentum up, they're all cheering. And that's good. You understand that, hey, they respect the opponent's squad, they know for a fact that FS is a really good team, that's why they lost out on the first initial map. Smiles are around because they know they're gonna be able to bring it all back in the forward. But now FS, it's their chance to try and find something here. Beautiful Hunter's Fury from the side of Coley being able to take down Marcel and also get a tag onto Deathmaker. Now that Deathmaker got tagged and he was forced to use both of his updrafts, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem, but still, hey, the 9-3 scoreline, the cursed scoreline is still a possibility here. And FS, if you have the cursed scoreline on your side, I personally do believe a comeback should be possible.
Well, should be. It's still a possibility at this point. They need to win this round for that. Velocity, even though they're a man down and one of them is half down in his health, they're still good enough. Dominic, though, he's gonna prove me wrong. Finds Helef, and Deathmaker, just about time, he gives his life away. Cactus finds it. And now Amaterasu has been left alone with his longtime buddy. Right to Ace. Now, with a 5v2 on their hands, and the Neural Theft giving away their position, there is absolutely nothing that they can do. Maybe one or two kills at the max, get a plant down as well, maybe. But not more. I don't believe anything more is going to come in. Amaterasu spraying down across that wall. Both on the left and right. Right to waste though. It's a kill. Looking for more, but he's not going to be able to. Oh, there it is. Cactus comes in with his knives from the backstab. It's going to be number 3. And a moment of belief for FS as the cursed scoreline comes up against them. Velocity.
It is just... It's just not. Like, that was such a hard round for them to win. There's no way to bring it on back. And in a way, I have to give it to FS that their defensive setup was really... Like, come on. It's like no one even saw the face of an enemy and Velocity all were just dropping like flies. They have to say that FS, right at the very end, they were able to adapt. But Universe, do you think that the adaptation came in a little bit too late? On a 9-3 scoreline to come back on a map like Breeze,
This goes
you
here.
need something short of a miracle to make that happen.
No, certainly. No.
Okay,
Oh boy.
Oh, he got the
Cactus.
headshot.
Yeah, he did. And that's gonna send him away from there, right to Ace. Needs to be careful. Dominic and B2 are towards this B side, and Deathmaker's crawling up with Helef. What's gonna happen now? FS, they're running in towards A, while they left 2 players with the spike towards B. And Velocity have bought this fake, by the way.
Oh no. The spike's already on towards that B side. B2, he's gonna walk in. This is a free spike plant for them. This is not a free spike plant for them. Wait a minute,
Oh,
baby.
boy.
This is not gonna happen. LF, he's hitting some crazy one-taps on his own accord. Deathmaker's gonna get caught out by the camera. He's not gonna be able to survive for long. Cactus, he's gonna be that difference maker right then and there. He's gonna be able to shut down 2 players at the bare minimum, take it down to a 2 versus 3 situation, make it very much doable for them at the bare minimum at least. But still, it's gonna be a difficult fight in general. Right to Ace, very low levels of HP. He has no heal as well from Marzel. Wait, he actually has a heal from Marzel. They just need to group up, play together as a squad, and they have it. With that heal as well, they have nothing to worry about. He's gonna get tagged back up to full HP. And now it's a 3 versus 2. It's done.
Oh, B2 actually gets Marzo right to Ace. Might have been healed up, but it's getting a lot more out of hand.
Wait.
Somebody needs to stick it, and it's all over. FS didn't win this one.
Where's the half defuse, man?
I mean, they got killed even before it, and
No,
They
they didn't. I
they
can guarantee you this.
stuck it. They tried to stick it, didn't work out. Maybe I think it was just, you know, a little bit of
Miscommunication.
yeah.
Just look at it. He didn't die. Was taking it.
Yeah, he was sticking it, then he got off. He stuck it, then he got off. He stuck it, then he got off. It just didn't happen. An unfortunate one over there. Amaterasu could have gotten the kill, and he did, but no defuse. That's all it's gonna be, ladies and gentlemen. It's FS now. They're gonna try to make a comeback into this game. 9-4.
They'll be making
Awesome.
their own pushes happen, but this whole line, they're taking it just a little bit too slow here. More slower than you would have expected. Now velocity.
Oh, look at Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus. Oh no, he's gonna go for one kill. He's not looking behind him though. Cactus, look behind you, my man. Marcel's gonna be able to get shut down one more player as well with that Marshall. And with that, this is already a 3 versus 4 situation. A possible 3 on all the cards for the side of Velocity. This could just work out. Marcel's going for a couple of pop shots. He's not clearing out the corner.
Enemy remaining.
The corner's quite deep, man. You gotta clear that
Player
completely. But Hellfighter? Okay, maybe he's gonna be doing something, but with 2 HP and Dream, yeah, against full HP, that's just not gonna happen.
1v1. They at least brought it down to that much. They've given FS a little bit of a contingency plan to think about now, because these rounds cannot keep going like this. Velocity will have a full buy coming into this one now, as FS are being forced to reinvest, and it's reinvestment money. There's not a lot of it, so they're gonna have to play a little bit more carefully. Guardian's out, half armor is out. Maybe if they're good enough to get some utility, could work out, but I see Velocity winning this one out more so than the side of FS.
Now, we need a plan. For the side of Velocity, yeah, the last round was an equal round. A very, very, very successful equal round, mind you. But now with the buy round coming on down through, and FS economy looking quite dull as well, this is their chance to take the double digits on the board. This is their chance to put their mark here on their own defensive side and stop any form of a possible comeback. But at the same time, Universe, you know what I'm rooting for. You'll understand it as soon as you see that score.
Ooh. Oh, Cactus has been spotted out. He's looking in, and he's got right to ways to defend him, Amaterasu. He ate a couple of bullets, and now he can't even get healed by Marzo. But he's a little bit on the wrong angle, and the worst part is Marzo actually doesn't even have the heal. Now Amaterasu is going to have to survive with that. He's got the Viper's Pit, by the way, which is really useful, as Helef is the only man surviving towards B. And that could be a problem for Helef more than FS, just because of the fact that he's alone. Deathmaker is holding down mid.
30 seconds left.
That's a good thing, as FS slowly make their strides towards B. The recon comes in, and Helef's immediate reaction is going to be to break it, but he is going to get spotted out. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Viper's Pit comes in. Helef looking to cause some damage. He's got a lot of players back in front of him, and he's going to get taken out by the back. He eats the bullet. It's going to be Dominic the Planet as a 4v4 comes in. Maker?
Oh no! Holy! That should not have been the case there! 2 got a kill, but that's gonna hurt him quite a lot, but they get tagged out of very low levels of HP! Marzel gets a little bit of a kiss on the cheek from Dominic, but he didn't want any of that. He's like, no homo, bro. I'm just gonna walk away from this. Marzel gets a second, and then it's just cleanup duty from the side of Velocity. 10th round on the board. This is what happens as soon as Velocity, they get a couple of guns in their hands.
Stop that shit here, mate.
10th round on the board, ladies and gentlemen. And this is looking like a Velocity map at this point. If they win another one, which I should believe come in, but they've got the operator online now. Cactus is going to be taking it. Or did I not just spot that out? I just saw an operator, which came out from the hands of B2, but it looks like they're actually going to let Cactus play with the ultimate. He's going to be pushing in towards mid. Okay, Velocity. You got to be careful. Deathmaker pushing in towards elbow. Could be a problem for FS, but there comes the Hound from Cortez. He's going to spot out this push. As a lot of players of FS are currently transitioning between mid and B. LF. He's sitting in a good corner now. He's not going to be spotted out by the recon unless it hits behind him. as he sees a lot of things coming in, and Deathmaker is going to be the first point of contact. Finds a kill onto B2, and that's going to be no more tripwires to worry about. So the backstab's going to be coming in, as you can see. Look at where Matarasu is.
What?
Oh, Cactus
Oh my God,
finds the kill.
Cactus!
Deathmaker gets him, and the Matarasu with the backstab with the perfect timing for Velocity. He could be the only savior, and he will. Finds a kill, and all he needs to do now is run away, but he's not. He's going to stick his ground. Finds the second, spots out Cactus, but he knows that Cactus is really dangerous right now. So all the way back towards A he goes. 2 versus 4. There's nothing that these players can do. Marzel's holding down mid. Zoned that for a second. Marzel, I think he was looking towards elbow push, but
30 seconds left.
Actually, no, I think I know what happened. You know the background is blue and Marzel's crosshair is blue? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the crosshair just blended in with the background and Marzel's like, where am I shooting? What am I looking at? It happens.
yeah, but
That's
still.
why I hate the map.
Oh, Cactus dashes in.
One enemy
Actually
remaining.
finds the
Oh,
kill.
10
He's still
seconds
alive.
left.
How is this guy alive?
No one.
Finally, somebody puts a stop to his shenanigans. No plan even. So Velocity are not going to let them get away with extra money. And they are in a really tight spot now. No economy to work with. They're just going to have to play in a desperate attempt to not let Matchpoint get away from them. But Aggressive, at this point, Matchpoint looks inevitable.
Yeah, match one's gonna be on the
Thanks.
consequence. Especially when they consider both of these squads just being in such a prime state to take everything down. 5 and 11 on the scorecard, all still rolling into there. What are they gonna do now? Are they gonna be going in for swings? Are they gonna be going in for fights still? They need to figure something out here. They need to try and find a contingency plan!
Inside.
But the plan is not to fight Deathmaker. Fighting Deathmaker like this is just not going to be a good thing. Are they going to be able to go in for the trades? They're not even going to be able to find a single bit of damage on this man. Hellfire chimes on in as well with that Guardian on his shoulders. And with that, D2, how much more can he do, buddy, with the Marshal? And is Deathmaker just untouchable? He just literally feels untouchable. He didn't take a single point of damage through all 3 of those fights, and he's been killing them with body shots only. 5 and 12 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen. Velocity, they're en route to take back number 2 of their fate.
Ooh. Now the only thing left for Velocity to do is to finish this out and finish this out clean. Because anything they do that is not going to be in that direction is going to give out a little bit of a avenue for the attacking side to come back into this. FS moving in towards B. Deathmaker moving in towards
I've
B.
got your trail.
Oh, Deathmaker. He gives out his position and the fact that he's got an operator. And here comes Cactus, and he's gonna eat a blade. Deathmaker's looking up now, ladies and gentlemen. Helef is right around the corner. This could be the end, and it will be the end. Helef gets one, Marzo with one. Last man standing is Cortez, and no matter how many kills he finds, there's always gonna be another player to face off.
Defenders win.
Velocity hit straight back into this, and 13-5 victory on Breeze as we expected. What a game from the Giants.
Smiles all around, man. Smiles all around. We kind of expected this. This is how it all works out. Velocity, as soon as they have the ball rolling in their court, they're not going to be giving it up for even a second. And in a way, it's completely fine. This is the map of Breeze. We expected Velocity to win here. There is no way that they would lose here, especially when you consider that this is one of the worst maps for FS. They hate this map with a passion. And we have seen them ban it out all the time as well. But with the recent addition of Fracture, you need to pick your poison. Do you want to play the map of Breeze or do you want to play the map of Fracture? And a lot of teams are, just dropping out the ladder. They don't want to touch Fracture for even a single second. And Velocity, them as a team, I have a feeling that they would have picked up Fracture if it was on the cards. We know. But for now, let's talk about this match in particular. Let's head on down over towards the match highlights to see exactly what's up here from top to bottom. And in this sense, FS, I would say they didn't play it too badly, but at the same time, it's just, you could see that they had no plan. They had no plan moving down forward. They were just trying to wing it, just trying to see if they can take a couple of fights. But on the other end, Velocity, they knew exactly what they were doing. They were taking fights, they were swinging around corners, they were taking map control according to a contingency plan to try and bring in the best that they possibly can to give them an advantage here. But the same couldn't be said for FS. They just got outplayed. That's done and there, I think.
Yeah. I have to say that Velocity had control of this map from the beginning until the very end, and they did pretty well. And they're gonna get, the reward for it. A beautiful victory. 13-5 is a scoreline that we would have expected them to win even Haven. But hey, it went down, and it is gonna go down the way that it has. The third map is gonna be on the horizon now, ladies and gentlemen. Horizon, it's gonna be coming up in just a couple of minutes. The only thing for us to look and watch now is how FS are going to deal with Velocity when they're playing with this kind of momentum. And it's going to be going towards that third map of Icebox as well. And Icebox, yet again, is a map I think Velocity, pretty much excel in. And I just have to see whether or not FS can prove me wrong as they did on Haven. But yeah, let's just watch now, Aggressive, because that's all I want to do with this match. It's all about the games that we're going to see. It's not about who we're going to speculate to win. We're just going to have to take a short break, though, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to be back with the Tec Gauntlet Season 3 pretty quickly. Velocity have pulled it back to a comeback as we go towards Icebox. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be watching who is going to be taking the victory at the end of this. The Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial, is going to be back in just a few. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial Ballistix.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial and apparel partner 656. It's been a hell of a 2-map game so far, and we have another one coming up, and it is Icebox. And that is going to be another one of a banger of a match, as we've got Velocity on the comeback, something that usually is played against them. This time, they are going to be showing us the comeback happening. And not to waste any time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going straight in to the agent selection, as we have another match coming up later on today. And before that, we would like to wind this one up with as much of fireworks as possible, as we have got Velocity yet again going in for their insta-locks. They don't want to mess around. They don't want to wait around. We've got Marzel yet again on that Killjoy. Deathmaker for the 3rd time in a row, as you would expect on the Jet. Amaterasu this time switching up with Halef, as they are going to be playing the Sage and Viper respectively.
Yes, on a Jet?
Oh, yay.
Cactus on a Killjoy?
I mean, Cactus does play the Killjoy. I mean, I don't know if it's on Icebox more often than the other maps, but I've seen Cactus play the Killjoy a couple of times now on a few maps, and it looks like they want to try it out, and they're going for it. Even though he did not really have a great game, Dominic, this time I hope that he's going to be able to pull up his weight by himself, as he's going for the Viper yet again. So let's see what they have in store.
I just don't understand the way that they're able to find them. The strategies are so clean from both of these sides. Yeah, FS, they had a pretty tough time on the map.
Select your
It's kind of
agent.
expected. But now that they're here back on the map of Icebox, a map that is a little bit more comfortable for them, we have seen FS pull off a lot of incredible victories, especially against Salt Esports in their previous matchup. So going up against Velocity, I would say that they have a pretty good chance of taking this all away and possibly taking it for themselves. But in a way, FS, they cannot get way too comfortable, and so can the side of Velocity, because both of these squads, they're just full of surprises, and we have seen what they are capable of in the previous 2 matchups. So if either one of these squads get a little bit too complacent of where they already are, it's going to be the other one pouncing in a matter of seconds and taking them out here.
Most certainly, they just have to be careful. I think FS needs to be a little bit more careful than Velocity, just because of the fact that we know how good Velocity is on this map. So it's just a matter of time whether we see FS pull off something like Haven yet again, or was it just a one-time wonder at this point? Because if Velocity can pull up another win, like 13-5, maybe 13-6, then FS, it looks like these maps of Breeze, Icebox, and other unconventional maps are not going to be in their map pool as much as they would have wanted it to be.
They're not in the best possible spots that you would expect them to be at. But hey, they still have the smiles on their faces. They have the serious look as well. They're warming up. They're prepped up and ready. And they're going to jump into the game pretty much immediately. And with both of the teams running the exact same composition, it's just all about team play and coordination. Whoever plays it better is going to be the team to bring it all back. But considering the spread that they have here, Deathmaker being on alert, I have a feeling that Velocity, they're cooking up something spicy.
Yeah, it looks like they might just go back, and looks like it. They are going to go back. They gave a lot of sound here, but FS have actually not bought it. Deathmaker is the only one here towards B. Could be a little bit of a problem. Cactus is rotating back towards B now. And Velocity are actually, at this point, they're looking a little confused. They still have a minute to work with, so they're holding their ground. They've left 2 players at A, 2 players at B, 1 at mid now who's moved up to B. Nobody been spotted out yet. I think one of them has. And here it is. Halef gonna be taking the first fight and Beach is gonna win it. Pretty easy for him. Running around with the classic. Obviously gonna get that win over the Ghost when you're running around like that. Velocity, slowly but surely, are moving to places. And right now it looks like it's A.
30
What they
seconds
don't
left.
know, Cortez is towards mid. And he's gonna be giving all of the sound information to his team. Oh, he's been spotted out. Deathmaker wants to face him, but he's a little bit thinking about it. And now here they come. The plan should be going down, but these
Oh my god!
shot cards are not gonna allow them plan B to when Cactus find one each. Goliath's on. And the
Oh my
pistol round.
god! Dude,
Not
this is the flawless
one-
flawless! This
Yeah,
is
not
a
one-
flawless.
Yeah, not one piece of damage given by Velocity to anybody on the side of FS. Not one point of damage.
God. This is scary, dude. If you win out the first initial pistol round like this, ouch, that's gonna be a massive dent to your confidence moving down the line. But the shots are just so clean as well. Like Cactus look at the corner with absolutely no fear, and Marcel just looked at death straight in the face, and he's like, just take me away, send me back into my grave. Because now, this is where it all begins, and this is where it could all end as well. You never really know. FS. They're looking for a little bit more of an aggressive push on their own accord. Gets a tiny little bit of information. Dominic gets shot out just a little bit as well. Shots are going to be clean from Dominic, though, being able to shut down Deathmaker. And Dominic, he's going to be the one to survive with the magic number on his side. And now, 1-0 on the scorecards, but still a 5 versus 4 situation. Still possible for Velocity to go in for a plan, but to win it out here, I think that's going to be a difficult one.
Most certainly is going to be a difficult. Plant could come in unless Dominic has something to say about it. Throws in his snake bite, but look at Amaterasu. Ooh, Amaterasu. Oh no! The timing!
Oh no! Yeah, oh wait, no.
Oh, they
Dominic,
actually spotted out. Okay, they get it actually. Dominic actually spots that out and somehow he finds Amaterasu. That was really weird timing.
Yeah, that was a really awkward one. Amaterasu could have gotten away with 2 kills, but just wasn't expecting it. Now it's up to Marcel to try and find something here. But he called back the bot, and they should know where he is, because that does
30
noise,
seconds left.
if I remember correctly, but it's fine. Yeah, Cortez is going to be able to swap out one of the players. It's already done and dusted. 4 next to this 2K. And hey, it feels like he's back in his element. Cortez, map number 1, he just needed to warm himself up a little bit. But when it came down to map number 2 and 3, he's been hitting quite a lot of his shots. He's no longer a holdback for the squad anymore.
Well, we're gonna have to see how far it goes along. 2 rounds, and nobody from the side of Velocity has yet to make a dent on the side of FS. And it looks like this is gonna be the change as they move in towards A now. And FS, they need to keep their wits about themselves. 5 Spectres against 5 Vandals. How's that gonna turn out? We're gonna have to find out.
Oh, Colin! Colin! Just don't do it like that, man. That's too much of an over-aggressive play. The side of FS, they got way too excited. Way too excited, especially with the guns that they did have. You never go in for a push like that unless you have Phantoms and Vandals in your hand. The fact that they didn't just costing them pretty much everything there. Amaterasu also places a wall to make sure that he makes like absolutely 0 mistakes. And here, Cortez is just stuck. Can't go anywhere now. Cactus on that lurk. Maybe they're going to be good for 1 kill. But to win out the round, FS, they have no chance.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna take a lot for them to win this one out. Cactus coming in the backstab. Knows that there's Marzo right in front of him. And a Killjoy battle that I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want to take. For now, Velocity have got a good grip on things. They might have lost 1 player, but they're not looking to lose more, because it might cause a problem. Right, 2 ace. Oh, Amaterasu gets 1. Make that a 3rd as well. As the last man standing is standing in their side of the spawn, and he's looking for exit frags all around the board. But is he gonna get it? No, says right 2 ace. It's gonna be round number 1 for Velocity. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The games are on.
Oh boy. Here's where it all begins now, once again. it is the side of FS being able to take a couple more rounds for themselves. It's 2-1 on the scorecards. The side of Velocity, they're able to bring something back. They got that first initial round. It's completely fine. But now is where the real games begin. Phantoms and Vandals on the cards. They can go in for that aggressive push strategy if they really wanted to, but they don't really want to do that. But instead, they're going in for an aggressive push down towards the main sidelines. Deathmaker, he's able to hear all of this. He knows what to expect. And with the Viper wall going down, it's going to be another Viper Toxic Screen going up. Dominic's right around the corner. They're going to be able to spot him out as well. And Deathmaker knows what's up. He knows exactly what was going to happen. But Cortez, he's going to be going for one kill. He's jiggling around, but Deathmaker's going to be going in for that free fire to shut him down instead. And with that, that's going to be a 1-for-2 trade, and that is not a favorable trade at all. B-side's under their control, and now they're just going to hold it.
BO3 moving in, making strikes towards B, but Kohli's actually going to find Deathmaker. And that spam from Cactus could find LF, but it's not going to. 3 versus 3 now. And Cactus just finds LF going away from him, but Marzel on the backstab is going to find him. Completely unaware of that, and Marzel is now going to run away towards B main, as he knows better than to stay in the same position as he has been. P2 in the tube still. Now he's coming closer to the side where his teammate Kohli's already present. DK is going to be there for a bit, but not too long. Kohli finds it, and this wall is only going to help P2, but he's sticking the defuse. What he doesn't know is that there's right to a slowly walking to feed in the death. With his Reaver Vandal, it's going to be a 2-2 scoreline. Velocity are going to put FS in a tough spot, probably in a semi-buy of sorts now.
Yeah. That was a pretty good round from the side of FS, but that wall was a little bit questionable. If Kohli just played further back from the wall instead of starting to push up there, communication was a little bit of a problem between V2 and Kohli. They were just vibing each other out. Maybe if Kohli just even stood on top of the wall, maybe things could have been different, but I guess it's fine. 2-2 on the scorecards. Now they're being forced onto an equal, but B2 is able to push himself up forward, maybe just go for one kill. He's not even going to be able to find that. Oh, he's going to be able to find it and also get a lot more damage onto another one. Cactus is going to be able to shut down Deathmaker with that Marshall. And that Marshall is going to be the thing that is able to sing here. With another pickup from Amaterasu, it's a 4 versus 4 situation at the bare minimum, but still, they cannot take a deep red just yet because Cortez is right around the corner. It's going to be able to slap Amaterasu in the face with that classic, shut him on down almost immediately, and with that, 3 versus 4, Marzel, he needs to be that difference maker here. If he misses a single shot, if he misses a single kill, they're not going to get anything.
Velocity are still challenging this. They know that the A set has been stacked with players, but they still want to go in for this and show their dominance. But it's kind of blowing up in their faces. They need to be careful. Cactus holding down the cross for his teammates. Kohli, as finally Velocity choose to go back. Running towards B, where Dominic is holding down the ground just with a wall and a sheriff. There's not much he can do here.
30 seconds left.
Cactus. He picks up a better weapon. They've got something to work with now. They could pick up another one if they wanted to, if they push in towards A main. It looks like Kohli's gonna do that. Dominic!
Down B.
Beautiful shot onto Marzel, but there's no time. So they need to be careful here. Right, 2 A's.
10 seconds
going in past this tube. He's gonna find an easy kill. He will. And he's got somebody on the back lines, and he needs to be careful about it.
Spike planted.
Oh boy, this is getting a lot more intense than
Player
could be
standing.
possible. Right, 2 A's finds the kill. And now on the backstab comes Kohli. And he's good enough for both of them. They have no idea whatsoever where he's coming from. And Helef could be giving away pretty much an easy track. There it is. Oh, there it is.
The trigger discipline would have been so beautiful here, man. If you just waited, I know for a fact it would have been risky, but in this situation, you just gotta wait. Ah, dude, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt so much.
That is
Now.
definitely gonna hurt.
Yeah. Our last round, a moment of silence for Kohli because he nearly had that. And hey, that was a possible 50 on the cards for them as well. They had no guns to work with. You have to remember that, universe, and they nearly pulled off the impossible, taking it down to a 1 versus 1 situation. I would say that that's a win and win already.
Lock in sight. Alarm bot out.
Okay, yet again towards the mid this time. Velocity, what do you got in mind? What you don't know that against you is Cortez with that operator. And he's going to be causing as much damage as Cactus does. He finds Detonator early on. And the Spearhead has been taken away. Velocity. They're going to be sending in that Owl drone and it actually spots him out. Dominic. He's going to run away from here. But he's got Marcel.
Tarzan!
No
Tarzan!
Tarzan,
You should
indeed. The Jungle Man comes in, but here, right to waste, is probably gonna get taken out. No, he's not. Coley missing his second and third. And here comes the counter. Viper's ult. And B2, although he's gonna get detained, he's still safe enough. As FS in this 4 versus 4 retake are gonna be in a bit of trouble. They do have a Killjoy ultimate available, but Cactus is on the backstab, so I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work out. Let's wait and find out.
Okay, if he doesn't, yeah, this retake is impossible. They're not gonna be able to find anything. Just save your guns, man. Just save those guns. Just run on away. Save them for another rainy day. But Coley somehow hits that shot onto Hellfighter, but still, they don't really have a lot of time. It's just about them running away, saving those guns, and being able to go in for a proper buy in the following round. Because you do need to remember, when it comes down to the economy, the side of FS, they're not doing that good. Even though they were able to win out on both of the rounds that they did, have, just don't have enough money to make a proper buy to eke out something right now. Just Dominic being forced onto a judge now, but in a way I honestly feel as though Viper on a judge, it's not a bad idea. You get a lot of cheeky plays with it.
Okay, FS. Somehow they survived that round to get another buy sorted in, but they still have a judge and desperate 3 half armors across. A lot of players being spotted out, and Detonator and Amaterasu almost giving away their lives.
No,
What Cortez? No, that's not happening. They get this, trademark wheel seat stretch, but somehow he gets the kill. No pledge. Marcel will find one. Cortez finally gets another. Dominic with one more. Helef can get as many kills as he wants, but he's gonna get spotted out, tagged down as well, and running straight to his death at this point. What the hell, Velocity? What happened?
Honestly, this entire round can be summed up in 3 words. Confused Unga Bunga to the very end, my man. That's the only thing that happened here. Somehow, Dominic got a kill with that judge. Yeah, it's fine. He got a kill. Runs up into ropes, gets a kill onto Deathmaker, gets inside of Kitchen, and from Kitchen he runs all the way to Tube and kills Marcel. Hello?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. How the hell did they allow Dominic to run in like that, get the kill on the Deathmaker is something that's just beyond my understanding. This time Deathmaker on top of Tube is gonna have to be careful. That Shark Dot is gonna touch him, but barely. But that bullet is not gonna get away. Rasu, along with his teammate LF, are in that smoke, but they could have been lined up. Somehow they survive, and now Cortez holding down B main is gonna give out the information to his teammates that this is probably gonna be an A or a mid hit. Just stay put wherever you are. We're holding down the perfect defensive line.
Just chilling. They're not going to be going anywhere from him, not just yet. But the thing is, Universe, you know how much I hate the last 30-second executions? And Velocity, they're shaping up into something like that. Losing out Deathmaker right off the get-go is so much here. And in a way, you can see why I'm gritting my teeth here as well. Deathmaker, look at his 4-man on the scorecards. You're gonna understand why Velocity they're having to keep up.
30 seconds left.
Oh boy! Oh!
Oh, the
no!
timing!
What?
No! Hello! Look behind you!
How the hell did? Oh my God! They just let that happen. 2 players let that happen actually.
Baka moment right there. That's kind of sus, man. Who's the imposter? You or me, Universe?
I don't know. It's definitely not me.
It's definitely Dominic here. Because
Yeah.
that guy just walked into the enemy backline, got a kill, and then get thrown out of the chute in the meantime as well. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we're playing a different game here. We're not playing Valorant anymore.
Yeah, most certainly. That is gonna deny the defuse for a bit, but here he goes. Coley sticking that defuse. Somebody needs to run in. Somebody needs to
No one
stop
can
him,
run
but
in.
it's too late.
Standing.
Amaterasu can get killed, but that's all he's gonna find. Marzo coming in from mid is gonna get taken out as well. 4-4, FS are back into this game.
Hey, playing a completely different game other than to Valorant seems to be helping the side of FS. They got this round away from themselves. 1-4 on the scorecards, and once again, Universe, I feel as though we're looking at a very, very Haven-based map. Same thing that happened on Haven could just be happening. Are you ready for another 5 overtime round? Penta overtime, maybe a hexa overtime. You're stuck with me
I
now,
love
Universe.
I love your love for geometrical shapes in terms of rounds, but yeah, I think I've had my fair share of math jokes at this point, me giving it myself.
Octa.
You want to go there, mate? I'm gonna pull out a lot of different math jokes that you won't even understand, and then you're gonna ask me to shut up. So I'm just not gonna do it for now. FS need to understand where velocity are coming from, as right away spots out one turret at the most, and Cactus should be giving away his position with that spray down of the Outrun. Second kill, no. Ace gets it. That shock dart is actually gonna not touch anybody. They're still alive somehow, Velocity. 4 versus 4. They can get the plant done, and they will. Right Choice is going to get it, as Deathmaker has been spotted out, and they're going to throw in all the utility that they can. Stop this guy,
Oh
but
my
Deathmaker! The beautiful shots with the knives are going to get him, but he misses the next 3. He's left with only 1. Oh my god, that's all he needs! Deathmaker! You're joking?
He's just stabbing people, man. That's not how you use the knives normally. He's just strafing out and he's just popping people in the forehead. 1 taps galore. That's 1 knife that he needs to bring it on back. Deathmaker, he's the difference maker here. He's the game changer as well here, ladies and gentlemen. Amaterasu is going to be the one to get 1 more kill for himself. And Deathmaker, he has activated himself. Ooh, this third round was just so clean. And Deathmaker, why are you so sexy, my dude? Those shots were on point.
Yeah, just as sexy as the Right Choice back was, right? 2 games ago.
Okay, you gotta bring that.
Hey, I'm not the one who said it, okay? It's just stuck in my mind where you
Okay,
really
my
found
Instagram's
Right
gonna
to
get
Ace's
flooded.
back so beautiful that Cactus got distracted by it. Okay,
Hey, that's
Grayson.
Cactus fault. That's
Is
Cactus.
Deathmaker just like that kind of beautiful, you know?
Maybe a little bit more. Come on.
Maybe a little bit, okay. All right, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Yeah,
I'll
cool.
take it. Deathmaker, he is wielding a beautiful gun at the moment, which is gonna give damage.
Ooh.
One set, but B2 and Cortez set up a perfect bait and switch. Works out for them.
Poison's off.
LF is spotting Dominic jumping around. He's just
I
looking
really
at
wonder
him
who's
jumping
Mario
around.
in this situation.
Oh boy, okay. Here we go. FS, now it's their time to pull out a Thrifty, maybe. As Velocity gather up all their forces, come towards B main, and Dominic, listening to all of this, is gonna throw down his snake bite, and there it goes. But here comes the attacking Killjoy. Marzo's lockdown, and how much is that gonna help them?
What?
Dominic gets up on top. There we go. Hella finds a kill. B2 denied. Amaterasu going for this plan, and he's gonna get it easy peasy. One player of them is detained from the side of FS, but what they have to do now is fight off a 4v4 retake. Holy looking to go on the backstab, but he's careful. He knows that there's somebody watching over him right here, and FS need to make some strides towards the side of B site.
You're gonna be making that push happen. 4 versus 4 situation on the map. The Viper wall has gone up as well, but Marzo, he has a good chunk of reach. He didn't work with Marzo's gonna go for
Okay.
with Amaterasu going in for his own spray down, being able to shut down 2 more. And with that, it's already going on down from a 4 versus 4 retake situation down to a 1 versus 3. And Cody, poor old Cody, what you gonna do now, my boy? Maybe get 1 onto Hellfighter, but that's it. That's all that you're gonna get. Just running away, try to save that hero battle for another way.
Ooh, okay, so we got something else going on over here, ladies and gentlemen. And that is this side battle that I keep seeing between Dominic and Amaterasu. I think I've seen them face off against each other, what night? Like four times now? 3 times now? And I love it. It's just like this pseudo Sentinel going up against the Sentinel. And right now Amaterasu is leading the charge for his team. So pretty much, you know, he is, you know, being the leader that they need. But everybody on Velocity is actually performing, and so on is on FS. But that's the kind of the thing here. Look at the kills. If you look at the kills, Aggressive, you'll notice that FS actually have more kills than Velocity, but Velocity have more rounds somehow.
It's just that doesn't make any sense, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense to me. Because Velocity, they're going in for the round wins, they're going in for the trades, and their kills are a lot more evenly spread out in comparison as well. They're fighting a lot, but the thing is, Velocity, they're throwing away their lives to go in for the win here, so it's completely fine. It's all about the rounds. It's not about trying to survive here. It's not about being at the top, and that's why whenever we consider the side of Velocity, we don't really know who's going to be the one to bring everything back, but Deathmaker, he's now back on his own full shape as well. Able to get those 6 kills. He's able to find something here at the bare minimum, but let's just see. Let's just see. It's 4 and 6. Pause timer has been taken. This will allow the teams to breathe for a little while longer. It will allow them to just take out a little bit of a breather that they need to reset themselves. And in a way, this is also a way to break the momentum. Velocity, the momentum that they were building up previously, it's already gone now. And FS, this is their chance to strike back like a Viper that they are, and just take it all away.
Alright, well, we had a small little tech pause coming in. B2 seems to be having a bit of an issue with his connectivity. His ping is shooting up the sky, but he's going to be okay in just about a bit. We're going to be back into the server right about now, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got Velocity looking to get this half under their wing. At least 7-5, if not 8-4, because that's the only scorelines possible at this point, apart from the 6-6. Thing about Velocity's attack, though, is that they've been a lot more constructive in the last 2 rounds that they won. And that's a good thing, to be honest. I love that they're being a little bit more cautious. They're taking fights as a team. They're not really spreading out thin in terms of their attacking potential as they, you know, want to. And, yeah, we've got a really, really interesting first half over here so far. They made a comeback happen somehow. Marzel's giving some comments about the drink he's having.
Sadly, he's not drinking Red Bull, which would be even better.
I want that. I want a Red Bull and that. I didn't mix both of those in. Okay. Looks like he likes it. All right, guys, he likes it.
Come on. I'm like, nothing.
Oh, Hellas back. All right, Hellas back. Yay, he's back. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going to jump into the game. And hey, I can see that Red Bull canister there. Hellas knows what's up. I saw it. Yep. I saw that Red Bull case. Oh, he's really a real energy drink right there.
Here.
A bunch of penguins judging me at this point, but Deathmaker, he's just gonna find a kill right twist, and that's just it. The B side completely cleared up. Rotations coming in as soon as possible. Coley gonna be the first man on the crime scene right now, where 2 of his friends have been murdered, and he's looking for a couple of free Okay, Coley.
Okay.
It's
fine. Don't worry. Don't really worry about it. That one recon ball is absolutely indestructible, and Cody's like, why do you not break? I'm the one who made you! And Cactus just made Marzel as well into a chicken sandwich, pretty much. What was that shot? Marzel just spoke out and he just got popped in the face. Cactus just beating himself way too much. Definitely decided to kill the ult. That's also going to pay a lot of dividends as well. Righteous is going to be good for 1 kill, but Cactus immediately is going to be the one to go in for that trade. And this is the full defuse and a half. There is nothing that you can do to try and bring this one back. And once again, the fans right on the brink of defeat. Somehow they took this round away.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Mad dog. He plays that lockdown so well as well, being able to get the complete side under his control. Right to Ace, he wanted to go in for a push with his squad for the communication breakdown. What just happened there? If you want to go in for the push, go in for it together. But they backed off instead.
I don't know what happened. But whatever it is, it still worked out for FS. One thing I'm not... How is Cortez sitting in pitch dark black? His t-shirt's black, his entire background's black.
Revealing
Like, what? I love the... I love a black background, but I think that's a little too dark, even for... It might just hurt, you know, his vision. Too much brightness on his face, but I love it. A lot of dark background.
He's shrouded in mystery. He's shrouded in mystery.
It's like the boogeyman walking out of the dark. Like just imagine if he just like, you know, pops out of the dark like.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing this entire game, hasn't he? Like, you don't even see the man. You don't even see the man. How are you gonna kill him? Cortez, he's like that dagger in the night, just waiting to pounce on his opposition. And I think that Dominic, he's taking a leaf out of Cortez's book. He's just chilling. He's just waiting. And he's trying.
For now, Dominic is probably gonna get spotted out. Yeah, they do spot him.
Okay.
They do know that he's around here.
Marcel.
Marcel. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Dominic will find right to ace, but they still don't know that Marcel's gone past him. And he's gonna get an easy kill. Marcel, no! Almost giving away his life over there. This time he does, though. Dominic's causing damage, and he's causing that in huge amounts. Trying to run away as Hella finds him. And it's gonna be a plant that comes down. Amaterasu is gonna be good for a revive as well, which he will go for. Right to ace is gonna be coming back to the server, ladies and gentlemen. And here comes the Viper Spit as well. They're putting down all of their cards in this last round, as FS are now in a really difficult retake.
Now this retake is already starting to be something good. Cactus swinging out. He's gonna be good for one. He's gonna be good for a second. And just Cactus, come on. Cactus doing Cactus things, but Hellfighter is gonna be doing his own thing as well. It's time for him to shine. Cactus went by, gave him a little bit of a peekaboo. I see you. And hey, Cactus, what's up? Hellfighter and him, they go back really long time, but Cactus today, he's not having any of that jazz. He knows for a fact that Hellfighter likes that Red Bull, and he's gonna steal it away from him too. Sadly, Cactus, you can do one thing, my man. You can scan the QR code that's right here. You can get yourself a can of Red Bull. You don't need to steal it away from Hellfighter, because he's scanned the QR code a lot of times. You should as well back at home, ladies and gentlemen, but the QR code does show up. But with the energy that they have, it's kind of given that this would be a 6-6 scoreline, right, Universe? Because on the 6-6, it's even Stevens, and both of these squads, they're playing it exactly like they did on the map of Haven. I don't know what else to say here.
Yeah, I don't know either. 6-6 half, no, they're keeping it as close as possible, FS. How close are they gonna keep it is a question. Now that Velocity are on the defense, they're gonna be a lot more comfortable. Their defense is a lot more formidable than their attack, as now LF is going to be the first point of contact. Gets spotted out, moves back towards the yellow boxes and now towards the side as he's detected for a second time. And FS know that these players from Velocity have backed in on out. Into the side they go.
This would be a good spot for them. Cortez, the dagger in the night, is seemingly just chilling back at the back end of it all. Does get tagged down a little bit, but it's completely fine and dandy. Cactus is gonna be good for that first initial kill. There's a trade off from Amaterasu. Deathmaker going in for a couple of pop shots, but Deathmaker, he misses it out. Marcel's gonna be good for one, goes in for a couple of frags for himself as well, but they need to do this on one almost immediately. Marcel going for a couple of pop shots. He's not gonna be able to survive for long though, but still Cactus is in the best possible position to take a win away from this. Swing it out, but right to ace, he's just too good. Just taps on away at that corner. Knows for a fact that he has nothing to lose here. He's just gonna keep on pushing, he's just gonna keep on tapping. And with collectively how much? 40, 50 HP to work with between each other? Just take it all away here. And that's gonna hurt them just a tiny little bit, but hey, not too much.
Woo! Alright. First pistol round after a lot of gunfire, to be honest. Too much damage given on either side. Velocity come out on top of it. They're going to be going into this with a little bit more conviction, having the better weaponry. But I'm not going to say the same, actually, because there is a force that's coming in over here thanks to the plant that they got and the kills that they got. FS wants to fight this head-on, ladies and gentlemen. Deathmaker. He's looking to be the thorn in the side of FS, and he could be given his position, but he's gonna have to fight two players at once. One of whom is down really low, but it can be healed up immediately, as FS actually have the advantage in terms of health. Right to ace will find one, throws in that shock dart, but he's gonna get taken out by Cactus. It's gonna be FS still with the man advantage. Tarasu, he is still going towards B as Hella finds Cactus, and they believe that there is gonna be a rotation, but FS are actually not giving it yet. They need to be careful. Both the Vipers activate their utilities. As Marzo, one straight into Rassani Z, hears that wall go down. Gonna spray that wall down to non-existence, but he's been spotted out in this corner. Now he's not gonna go though. That shock dart not gonna touch him, but the wall's gone down. And now it's up to these two, LF and Marzel. Young Bloods, dynamic duo, whatever you want to call it. They're the ones who needs to pull this round out, and LF, he's spamming down bullets. But it's gonna be Marzel to get the first kill. Dominic's actually gonna get two, and Marzel's actually gone past. Oh boy, Marzel, what do you got in mind? What do you got in store? Show us what you got. Show us what you can do. Marzel's turret another time. Again! Why did Dominic just shoot it down?
Fed the turret, fed the turret.
Sixth man for Velocity again comes in. I mean, dude, destroy the turret. How long does it take? You know your health's low. You know that turret gives you about 12 damage every time you take a hit. Why? Just why would you not destroy it? He's running with his knife out on top of that.
Tag it with a knife twice, even that's gonna be working out in your favor. There's so much more that you can do, but the turret getting a kill on you, man. That's a heartbreaking loss right there, but hey, I guess it's fine. Velocity, they take a couple more rounds for themselves, but oh my god, Cactus just jumps forward, nearly goes into the waiting garbs of Deathmaker, but instead he wanted to give Marzel, his own twin sister, a hug. And with that, that's gonna be another round on the board for the side of Velocity. There's nothing that they can do to try and bring this one back. Dominic misses out on a shot, and Hellfighter coming on down through strong with that Guardians. Gonna be the thing that takes down Holy. And with the Magic scoreline already on the cards here, Velocity, they're in a pretty good position themselves.
All right. Now let's look at the storylines that could be coming out over here. There is Velocities on the bonus still, which could be a possibility if they go towards B, which looks like it, by the way. If they go towards B, they've got a little lesser of a defensive line, but it is a lot of utility that they have to face off against. And that could be good for FS. But the thing about this utility that Velocity have on B, is the fact that it's going to cause a lot of damage. They spotted out Hella for the Guardian, so that's going to be a problem. But FS still somehow get the sight. Not going to get the plant, though. B2 almost getting down low. 22 HP, heals himself up, goes for the plant again. He's down to 3, 4, 5 HP. And Marzo is trying to find this kill in these treacherous smokes in front of him. As Cactus deploys down his ultimate. And this is a chance for them to find a round.
They should be able to get this no matter what. Cortez is going to be there. Cortez is trying to go in for a couple of shots, but the double kill ultimates are going to be there. Right, he's going to go for one kill with a shot. Ross is going to be able to shut down two. He's looking for a gun pickup. Goes right around the corner from Silver. Actually, is going to be the one to shut him down instead. Cactus, you need to hit this shot. He's not going to be missing it. Cactus in a 1 versus 2 situation. He still needs to find out the spike, but the spike's in pretty much in no man's land. He needs to go left. He needs to go right. Both of the angles have already been checked. And Hellfire's just going to tap him in the knees just to make sure that he goes down hard onto the earth. 6 and 10 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to be Velocity taking the double kill.
Oh boy, that was so chaotic, but that backstab from right to Ace and Amaterasu, so good. So coordinated, so well timed, and so well played. They got so many kills, and even Amaterasu, although he went down trying to pick up that weapon, Right to Ace is right there to cover up for his death. And there is a 10th for Velocity. It's getting closer to the end here, I believe, ladies and gentlemen. A really desperate half-buy coming in from the side of FS. But Deathmaker's got a big, bad weapon to take care of them. The Operator going to be easily able to take out one. And that's going to mean no more turret to look at the backstab. Although they've got Dominic taking care of it. What Velocity have right now is advantage of men. Right to Ace actually eats a couple of bullets and runs away. As FS are slowly making their way towards the A site where they've already lost a player. Now they need to face off the wrath of Hellf and Marcel.
This is where they hold. This is where we hold. But Marcel just does not miss, man, especially when he has this gun in his own hands. He's going in for one more kill. Right around the corner is going to be B2. Add insult to injury. Deciding at this point. But the knife's not gonna be the thing that kills it. Instead, it's gonna be a supercharged lightning arrow from the side of right to ace to shut him down. Instead, 6-11 on the scorecards. That was the last save round they could have gone for. This is the last-ditch effort, ladies and gentlemen, for FS to bring something back here. 5 consecutive round wins from Velocity. That's not what we expected, especially with FS going on the attacking side, because FS is a squad, they're known for their attack, but today it feels like their defense is the only thing that's indestructible. We tried hard, but it's just not working out for them.
Revealing area.
Alright, FS, what do you have in store for us now? Deathmaker, who gets spotted at, but he knows that Cactus is towards mid, at least somebody's towards mid. As the owl drones from both the teams go, and Helef's gonna take out the opponents. As this owl drone is gonna find some success, and there it is. Coley trying to find some kills on the back of his Hunter's Fury, but he's not going to. It's gonna be Cactus to find Deathmaker, who went a little aggressively towards mid. But Marzo, oh, he's having a good push. He might just find one kill. We do have B2 looking in that direction, but he's gonna go away as well. And Marzo's calling out to his team. They need to check this mid corner where Cactus is, and he's gonna give away. No! Helef, he gets the kill, and there's gonna be no revive available. But he does stop the plant for a couple of seconds. Just a bit. The positional advantage is a little bit for the side of Dominic. As Helef, Marzo, and Right to Waste need to find these kills. Dominic gonna take out one. Marzo, quick on the trigger, finds Dominic. Now it's left in a 2v3. Hunter's Fury is available for the side of the defenders, but Marzo needs to find a kill before that goes down. Not gonna be able to. Too many players, too many positions to check. It's gonna be FS to pull out number 7. Finally a response in the second half after Velocity put up 5 back-to-back.
Velocity, they took a little bit of a spanking in this round. Could have been a little bit better as well, but hey, FS, they worked hard for this one. They got it. And with another pause being taken, a little bit questionable them taking a tactical pause, I guess. A couple of technical difficulties, but taking a tac pause right now, I don't know, man. The momentum that you just gained could have been used for better serve moving on down forward, but I guess it's fine. You want to take a breather. If you want to try and recollect yourself, it's all right, because 7-11 on the scorecards. Last chance for them. They have nothing to work with, and they need to win 4 rounds consecutively to try and take this lead in Stevens. And Velocity, they need 2 more to close everything out. Plus, another problem that they do have is the terms of their economy. If FS lose here, 2 of their members will not have buys. And then even in this situation, Cortez, he needs to go in for a half buy. I don't like the odds of FSESPORTS right now, because Cactus, he's having an incredible day, but Cortez, he's just not been having a good enough game here. Like today, he's not been the player that we know him.
Yeah, that is true. And Deathmaker is not having the games that he had in the first 2 as well. Both the Jets right now at the bottom of their respective teams. But hey, it's still for them to find the impact frags. LF looking for impact map control, as he's going to be throwing down that ultimate Viper's Pit. This Owl is not going to actually find any value. He's just hovering above. But Right to Ace's Owl is going to actually find something, I believe. One of them did get tagged down, and he's going to run back, Cortez. As FS are looking for some sort of avenue towards A, but they're not getting it. They're nowhere close to it. Now they're rotating away towards B. They know the amount of utility and manpower that Velocity have dumped in towards A probably could be an issue for them that bites them in the back, because Deathmaker is the only one towards B. Oh, the timing of that. Every time, this is not the first or second time, Deathmaker somehow has this habit of unscoping at a time when he expects somebody to come in that they might not. He's just having a little bit of a tough time. 1 kill, Deathmaker, that's all you need at this point. Sees it, does not get it. He's gonna have somebody dashing in, and he's gonna give his life away. Hunter's Fury comes in to take care of the Killjoy ultimate, but it's not gonna be able to. It's up to Amaterasu, but he's gonna get detained here any second now. goes away to safety.
What?
But the lockdown has to destroy the backstab from Marzo.
Marzo?
Takes care of it. Another one, no. Time's running away, and they need to get this plant, and they're gonna go for it. Need to be careful here. Dominic running in.
Oh, Dominic,
on his
yes.
Rio.
One
Yes!
enemy remaining.
No, Colin, no! That's not how it goes. But hey, it's completely fine. Hellfighter's gonna go for one. They'll spin around the corner. Just not gonna be helping him out because Cactus, yeah, the phone number of Hellfighter, calls him up and takes him back home almost immediately. 8 and 11 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, that round was a little bit too spicy for my taste. But hey, Dominic, he's the dagger in the night for a reason. Oh, sorry, he's not the dagger in the night. He's the one who wants to be the dagger in the night.
Yep. Ooh, I mean, at this point, what do you do if you're Velocity? These 2 rounds are getting a lot more, you know,
Running out
these
of
last
money,
2 rounds, yeah, these 2 rounds have got a lot of FS stamp mark on them. The way that they've been playing has worked out. They pulled up 2, and now the Velocity is in a bit of a tough spot. They need to win out this round just because of economy at this point, not because they need to win the match point. And I really do think that they need this round more so than any other, because if they lose this, it's probably going to be 11 to 10, and Marzo is going to take the first stride towards winning it. Cactus denied of the opportunity to do anything, and Deathmaker's going to find B2, which means there's going to be no more revives available, ladies and gentlemen, and FS have fallen apart in the first 20 seconds of the round.
It's just falling apart already, and this is the thing that Velocity needed.
Last
This
player
is the place
standing.
where they really wanted to be at. And hey, Amaterasu gets another kill down onto Cortez. They have all been found out. Poor old Dominic is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He just doesn't know what to do. He's just sitting under the wall. He's having a couple of Vietnam flashbacks.
point.
Do you know what are the Vietnam flashbacks in this? You go over to the trenches, and you just think, all of the times you've been in war, all of the times that you have gone through hell and back, and now you're back in another hell with Velocity as your enemy. 1 versus 5 as a Viper. There's nothing more that you can do but stare at that wall and be like, just take me away, take my soul away. Because that's the last thing that I have to give. A little bit of poetry.
Alright, what do we got now? Velocity completely stacked up.
God.
I mean, what would you have me say, huh? What would you have me say?
I wouldn't have to say anything. Like, come on, a little bit of poetry, maybe a round of applause. Okay, no, I'm just not gonna say anything. Continue.
All right, all right, guys, everybody, let's give a round of applause to the man who is sitting on the screen next to me. I'm thankful that he's not immediately next to me, because I would have punched him by now. 15 times with a chair, made of steel, with spikes.
I am not casting a lot of it with
and
you.
laden
I
with
am
lava.
not casting a lot of it with you. I am scared now.
I mean, it's gonna come to it at some point. And when it does, Aggressive, you're gonna have a hot piping lava-laden steel with spikes coming onto your face. In the game of Valorant. Right now, FS look like they want to put the blades into the face of Right to Edge, and Cortez is gonna give it to him. These blades might not be laden with lava, but they're good enough to get damage. And the first kill was as good, but Marzo still hasn't found the second one. Marzo gets the second. Hella finds another. Dominic's gonna find 2 of his own. And it is a 2v1, which could be soon a 2v2, given that we do have the revive available. Oh boy, here we go. Amaterasu, he's got an easy revive coming in, and that's on right to waste. And now it's up to the veterans to make this work, ladies and gentlemen. Viper Spit available as well, which has already been deployed. Not gonna give any damage. Okay.
Enemy mark.
Oh! He actually tagged him! But
Oh my god, Dominic! Dominic, what did you just do? That was an incredible play and a half, but still Amaterasu, he's not looking in the right direction. Cactus on his back. Oh my god, Dominic, what was that shot, man? He just swung out and tapped him out of existence. What do you do there? Absolutely nothing.
Oh boy. That just got a little bit too ugly for the side of Velocity. Could have gone a lot better than what they would have expected it, but they tried their best, and now they're gonna have to make sure that they win this one out, because the longer FS stay in this game, the better it's gonna be their chance of taking this to another overtime. 12 to 9. Could be 12 to 10, or it could be 13 to 9 right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. That Ultragear gonna spot out only one. Amaterasu still on the close line, but they know that he's here as well. Pelef, he needs to be careful. Him dying could prove to be really, really problematic for his team. FS still towards B, causing a lot of sound. A lot of commotion, but what they don't know is TEAMXO is actually towards mid now. He's given away his sound cue, and he's holding out. Dominic's heard it, and he's gonna tell his teammates to hold on. They double peek him, but he's gonna run away from there. Information gathered. Velocity have map control, but what they don't have yet is the idea that somebody could be coming in on top, and Marzo spots him. It's up to Deathmaker. One head secured. 4 more to go. He's looking for more. Cortez is gonna find Marzo. Deathmaker's left here all alone, and he needs to get away. He goes, he gets tagged, but he's not gonna be able to find a kill of more than one. 4 versus 4. Revive should be coming in any second now. There it is. 4v5 back online. Aggressive. What are we gonna see? 20 seconds left. Betway, such a good position.
Oh no. Right to Ace. If you whip a shot here, this is all over. Right to Ace. He's gonna be alive. He's gonna be able to take down one more. Deathmaker's gonna be still alive as well. Just one more shot, Deathmaker. Come on, one more play. Come on, in the 4. He's still alive. He's gonna be able to take down Deathmaker with a 4K. Not gonna be able to get that Ace, and now it's all up to Cactus, the prickly boy, the one you don't want to give a hug to.
It's over the time.
Anything. Oh my God. Wait, Deathmaker. Deathmaker, you are an absolute beautiful beast right at the very end with a 4K to bring everything back. Deathmaker's like, no, I'm not even gonna kill Cactus. I don't want my ace. I just want to end this off in style in the most dynamic way possible. Swings out. He's just like, take me away, Cactus. You're gonna take my soul, but you're not gonna take this round. 9 and 13, a long and hard-fought victory for Velocity, ladies and gentlemen. That's how the ball rolls. And that's how it's all gonna happen as well. Oh my God, they fought through thick and thin to get this round for themselves here, Universe. And that's exactly what you want, especially in such an intense game. But honestly, Universe, you have to say that FS, they were incredible today.
They most certainly were. They were incredible with the way they played. And let's have a look at the match highlights to see how exactly they pulled up as much as they could, but it just wasn't enough. Velocity with a comeback victory of their own. Usually it's done against them, but they're the kings of it as well. They're not going to let this get away that easy. A match that we thought FS could have had a chance in, and they did, to be honest, but Icebox just proved to be a little too cold for them. As Velocity are going to be going ahead with their second victory of this season. And not to forget, FS actually pulled out a point, so that's a good thing for them too. They're going to be in the second spot comfortably. And we're going to be going ahead with watching an FS that actually looks like it could compete with as many top dogs as Velocity. Because if they've given Velocity a run for their money in this way, a lot of teams right now should be scared of FS.
Yeah, FS is one of those squads that even taking leaps and bounds already, and you can see their improvements, especially up against Velocity, to take them down on the map of Haven, and then, yeah, losing out on Breeze, it's supposed to happen. You're not supposed to win against Velocity or Breeze. But then taking on Icebox on a 9 and 13 scoreline, I personally do not believe that the scoreline does the team justice or does the game justice. This literally felt as though I was watching the map of Haven all over again. 13, it was what? An 18 and 16 scoreline as well. Like, it was like watching that, man. It didn't feel as though we are on a 9 and 13 scoreline. It didn't feel as though it was a landslide victory from the side of Velocity. It was a lot of fights and a lot of slow pushes, slow and steady fights. Both of these teams respecting one another, showcasing the fact that, hey, you have skill, we have skill. We're going to be playing it smart. We're going to be playing it slow. We are not going to be taking a lot of risks. And right at the very end, it was Deathmaker, DM King himself. He had such a rough game throughout the entire one, but right at the very end, he got himself back up where it mattered the most. Like, honestly, you can see that DM, he's at the bottom of the scoreboard, but it's completely fine because right at the very end, he got all the kills that he needed to shut everything down and bring in the win for the side of Velocity.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job at the end. He exactly knew what he had to do. He stayed up until the very last moment, and he made sure that he wasn't giving away any sort of outings for the side of FS to take control of, and it's gonna be pretty great. It's just the one thing that, even though he's not had a great game, his team is supporting him, and the rest of them did what they needed to, and they came out on top now, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Velocity to take this win as we head on towards the group standings to see them end up on top of the table, along with FS on second with 3 points, as Velocity have put up 4, and the rest of them are yet to play. FS have definitely looked like they've stepped up a notch this season. Giving Velocity and taking away a map from them is something that we wouldn't have expected from them, but I'm really glad they did. It took us to a third map, and now it is wide open for any of these teams to try and take them out, because FS look as strong as anybody else.
Yeah, taking it on a 2-1. I wouldn't say that this is a bad scoreline. FS, they did a really good job. They took one map against Velocity, and they're still going to be in the run. Because getting that 1 point is it's not as good as getting 2, but still, you're going to be in the running. It doesn't really matter. If you're just able to get one map throughout this entire tournament, even if you are not able to win a lot on a 2-0, you're still going to have a chance. You're going to have a solid chance of making it off onto playoffs. And I'm really hoping that FS do make it, because this squad, I really want to see them succeed, especially with the iterations that they have now. It's just going to be incredible. FS, they are not able to take the win, but hey, they won our hearts indeed. And Velocity, they're going to be able to take the win for themselves. They're the kings for a reason. But for now, let's head on down over into today's matchups, because match number 2 has a chance of being just as spicy as this one. ENIGMA Gaming going up against Weird Esports. Weird Esports, they've been making a lot of strides as well in this entire community, and they are a top contender that can even take down FS. The new FS that they have right now, these two squads, they always duke it off against one another, and in a lot of situations, Weird is where they're able to win. It's an incredible squad in ENIGMA. They have their work cut out for them, and hey, you know what else it's going to be cut out for? Because this match is going to be on the TEAMXO universe. You're going to be casting this in like literally half an hour, so in a way, you got to get prepped up and ready. You got to get yourself energized as well. Hey, you see that QR code down below, universe, right here. You got to scan that. Get yourself a can of Red Bull. Get yourself energized. And you should as well back at home, ladies and gentlemen, because match number 2, like the set number 2 is just going to be as good as set number 1, I personally do believe. But for now, we're going to be setting everything back up there. I'm going to be taking a short break. Universe is going to be taking a short break because our emotions got toyed with a little bit too much. We had a little bit too much fun as well here. But for now, that's going to be all that we have for you for right now. But don't go anywhere, because hey, if you want to get notified as soon as we go live with the second stream, make sure to hit that like, hit the subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. And as you are down there, make sure to check out all the links down below in the description for the side of Ballistix and Crucials. If you want to get yourself a Ramstick, if you want to get yourself an SCC, we got it all covered for you. But for now, that's all that we have for you for right now. And we're going to be heading on down over onto a short break as we do come on back with the LG Ultragear TEC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Ballistix and Crucial, with 656 as our apparel partners. We'll see you in just a little bit.